might be live. I don't really know because my internet sucks.
It says broadcast is live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Toilets and
Hey,
Titles. Halloween episode. Very
hey,
special
this
Halloween
isn't
episode.
Toilets and Titles. This is the Funday Draft Show brought to you by Toilets and Titles on the Toilets and Titles Network. Um, so, yeah, we don't have a fancy intro for this show yet because I keep saying we're going to get one, and I think it's become more of an inside joke. And by inside joke, I mean really just me because I'm the only person that cares about this show. But we do have some returning guests here. All three of the guests that are currently on are recurring guests: George, Jason, and well, I guess I can't say returning. We have Gandalf in the house, who looks oddly familiar to Silas Gorin from
They're
our.
cousins. They're cousins.
Oh, gotcha.
They look very similar.
And the Scarecrow. The Scarecrow is making an appearance. As you all know, I'm Argyle. You guys probably remember that from last night's episode. Argyle from Stranger Things. This is our Halloween movie draft. We do have another contestant that's going to be coming on the show here pretty soon. Dustin Hetrick is a Patreon of the Toilets Titles, so we appreciate him coming on. He's trying to get home right now. He does have the 101 pick because we like to be friendly to our Patreons. So I'm waiting on him to send me his 101 pick. Probably should have waited to go live on that for that 101 pick. But the good news is we also have live the Ravens and Tampa Bay Bucks are about to kick off here shortly, and we're going to do a little bit of reaction to that game. So I think it's really awesome that we have that reaction going on while we have a Bucks fan in the house. Jason, how you feeling about tonight's game?
I'm feeling like we're gonna lose there, Argyle. It hasn't been the season we want. We've got 3 of our cornerbacks out for this game, and
losers.
Yeah, well,
Scarecrow.
I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if they turned this thing around and won. But it definitely wouldn't surprise me if they lost. It's just they've been terrible. Losing to the Panthers by double digits is as bad as it gets.
Yeah, Baltimore's been having its own problems too. Not as severe as Tampa, but they've been having their own problems.
No, so actually, Coach just mentioned that I need a bigger drink. Now, I want to show you something. I bought this at 7-Eleven. This fountain drink here.
The big gulp.
Yeah, I'll have you know, I filled this morning, and it's still full of ice. So that's why I have this drink. It gets me through the day.
Hey, Coach, type in the comments here. Are we freezing up a heck of a lot? Like I feel like everybody else's is not, but mine is a lot. And since I'm the one streaming it, I'm hoping that the viewers aren't seeing my mess because this is horrible. I'm connected directly into our hard line.
You're coming across fine to me.
Everybody's coming across fine to me. You're a little bit delayed there, Justin, but not terribly on mine.
Just a little.
That's
but your face is. Yeah, there is a little bit delay on you, just a little. But your face is being consistently blocked out by the Funday Draft Show emblem.
That's here. I'll move over to this side, but that's gonna get better whenever we open up the draft board here.
There you go. Yeah, this is like a 5-second delay.
Oh, hey, all right. So Dustin is typing.
Oh. So the interesting thing for me, Justin, and it's a fantasy football show as much as anything. We're watching the Tampa Bay Ravens game here. The interesting thing for me, the hard part for me, is I'm a huge Bucs fan, but I have Lamar Jackson in just about everywhere. I grabbed him as much as I could. It was good early, hasn't been so good late. I am expecting him to pick this defense apart though, without 3 of their starters in the secondary.
I really hope so. I have Lamar in the Frankenstein league, so
I've got him in one of my leagues, Lamar. Well, you know what? You just hope for Mark Andrews, but that's what you just hope for, like a 42-40 game. Bucks win 42-40. Lamar puts up 5 touchdowns, and you're all set.
And I'm so happy. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Tom Brady is going to retire.
Hopefully he retires at halftime from embarrassment.
I love that. Your mask looks great close up.
What was that?
He's
Vontae
gonna
Davis.
put Antonio Brown and leave at halftime.
So, Johnny Sheps is saying Kate Otten over 3 catches.
Deuces.
Man, look at that. Second catch
prediction.
for
Mark Andrews.
Andrews.
Well, they're trying to get him more than that half point everybody got out of him last week.
Yeah, the Ravens owe fantasy owners big time, trying to make up.
Yeah, because they really give a shit about us.
That's cuss number 1, Justin.
Oh yeah, this one is not as family friendly, so it's not as bad as Wednesday nights at T to T after dark with Nate and Rich and all
Abe.
that.
Did you use bad words?
Man, that's gonna get old.
You're old.
Well, they have him behind the line. There you go.
No, it's
That
not.
was Gandalf.
Oh well, if only I could get Dustin's first pick here, we could get rolling. So tonight's draft, I'll go ahead and lay down the rules. It is very generalized. It's going to be subjective, but it's going to be favorite or best, whichever you want to call it. It's going to be horror movies, scary movies, Halloween themed movies. The only real requirements are that it has to be a movie, and it has to be, in your opinion, scary or Halloween themed. So, I mean, it can even be a comedy if it's Halloween themed. That still counts. But
okay.
I am the ultimate judge, but chances are I'm not going to really cancel out anything unless like all of the rest of the contestants are like, whoa, that doesn't make any sense at all. And we can't just all disagree just because it's George's pick every time.
Oh, I totally want to disqualify any real picks George makes.
Yeah, he's the one that's going to try to cheat to win every time. Oh, hey, George.
No. Come on. I've played this game enough to know that got zero chance at winning. And like I told Justin right before we came on, I didn't even know what we were drafting until about 20 minutes ago. So there's no way that I have a snowball's chance in hell at this.
Whoa!
Oh, wow! Oh, dude, why didn't he pick
What
that up?
were they thinking?
Or wait, maybe you can't. Yeah,
Did that actually hit? Did that hit a Bucks player? Because
he was going to catch it,
and his own guy ran into him.
Yeah, just like
it was pushed into him.
Was he?
Yeah, it looks like.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's
why even get that close though?
After a great defensive stand.
You know what? It's probably a good thing that he did not pick that up and run it in, because all scoring plays get reviewed. They might have reviewed that, saw that he got pushed into his own.
That's legal. It's actually legal to push somebody into a player.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, then he's an idiot. He should have picked that up and ran it in.
I wonder.
We're at the 6-yard line with Lamar Jackson for the Frankenstein.
Yeah, exactly. This is better for me fantasy wise and just on par for my my football season. My favorite comment so far for this season is at least Tom Brady's getting the full Tampa Bay Buccaneers experience.
I've enjoyed watching Tom Brady play for the first time in my life.
For those who don't know, George is a Miami Dolphins fan. So there's that AFC East angst against Brady. And our hate might be too strong of a word, right, George?
Well, listen, I'm from New England, so like my whole family is from New England. I got nothing but New England fans in my family. And I just enjoy watching New England be a crappy team and Tom Brady playing like crap. Like, finally, I can actually enjoy that.
Yeah.
I don't have to listen to how great he is and how he's the best in the league this year and whatnot. He's not.
No, that was last year.
No, it wasn't.
No.
I believe Aaron Rodgers was MVP last year, not Tom Brady. I mean, you can correct me.
Completely undeserved.
Who was the MVP, Jason?
I'm just saying.
Who's the MVP?
They never get it wrong either.
Johnny says that George was baptized in clam chowder. New England clam chowder, the white one. That's actually the one I prefer more than Manhattan clam chowder.
I don't even
doesn't give me his pick like real soon. We're just gonna take him out and move on because we need to get this draft started.
All right. Hey, Tampa, another stop.
Yeah, but
not looking so good for Baltimore.
I
needed Andrews to catch that. I've got him going in the Scott Fish Bowl.
Don't they have
330 something ranked right now? So I needed him to catch that.
Yeah, you also kind of need to throw the ball to someone else besides Mark Andrews. As great as he is.
Give Andrews all of the.
I know, George.
All the smoke.
I don't have any shares of Mark Andrews this year, so.
All right. So, Coach needed some field goals. Here's the first one.
I don't think the only Raven I have is actually Lamar Jackson. I only have him in one league. I do have Fournette in 2 leagues, and I've got Godwin in a league.
All right, guys, I am going to make an executive decision here. We're going to skip Dustin and move on without him. And when he comes on, we'll let him play catch up.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope I take his picks.
So we do not. The wheel of consequences is in play, but we cannot use the wheel of consequence for the first 3 rounds or the last round. When you use the wheel of consequences, it cannot affect anybody's first 2 draft picks. Those first 2 draft picks are the only ones that are safe on your team.
Protected.
That's right.
That's cool. So I hate the wheel of consequences.
So first up, we're going to have George, since Dustin is not in just yet.
So I'm going to go with
Don't do it.
Because when I think of Halloween movies, I immediately go to like horror flicks, right? Like that's just where my brain goes.
100%. Any normal person.
I came down honestly to 2 different movies. I don't think I have a chance at getting them both, but so I'm going to go with the 10. Well, I guess it's the 102 now. But the first pick is going to be The Exorcist. William Friedkin version.
It's over.
Nice pick.
It's game over. That's it.
Meh.
I mean, that's a very good pick. It's not my 101, but it's worthy of a 101.
That's my 101.
Like I said, there's 2 that I really want, so I'm kind of hoping the other one gets back to me. I don't think it gets past Joe, though, to be honest.
Did you? Okay, so I've got to say real quick, something scary might be happening in Justin's house. Just want to see if I can pop that up. For those who can't see this and are just listening, I'm considering making a wheel of consequences for our house, and that's Justin's lovely wife, Lori.
Dude, you know what? That lady right there is married to someone, and I feel sorry for that sumbitch. Whoa. All right, Joe, you got your first round pick. What do you got, buddy?
All right, I will go. I had a few to choose from. For me, it's Exorcist. That is the clear-cut number 1 scary horror, however you want to describe it, movie of all time. And there's a bunch of others like that are a close number 2, but I will go with. I'll go with The Ring.
Excellent choice.
Yes.
Is it excellent? It's not the one you wanted to get back to you, George?
No. So The Ring was not the one I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I like The Ring. Like that is it's
a good movie.
Freaky, creepy movie.
Yeah.
So I'm down with it. Like,
that was definitely like a quality scary movie. Like they're hard to make.
Yes.
Yeah. I always appreciate it. I appreciated that movie.
Hey, and Dustin has popped on. So do you want me to? I'll add him to the stream, Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody hear me all right?
Whoa,
hey, Justin.
My earbuds at work. So.
Hey, right on. Hey, man, it's great for you to meet us or meet up with us. It's nice to meet you in person.
You as well.
I want to apologize ahead of time. We tried to be nice and give our Patreon the 101. That was with well intent.
No worries.
Unfortunately, George has to cut out by 9:15, so we really needed to get started. So
no worries.
We skipped you, but since I'm up now, I'm going to forego this pick, let you take your 101 pick in this draft. I do want to let you know, Dustin, in case you haven't seen a Funday draft episode, we are drafting our favorite Halloween, scary, or horror-themed movies. The only real requirement, though, is it's got to be a movie. Outside of that, Twitter will vote.
Got to be a new one?
No, it can be. It just has to be a movie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
not a TV show, not a book.
No.
It's just got to be a movie.
Look at this.
Carolina Chris is here.
Carolina
Number
Chris
one,
in the house.
number one Panthers fan in the world. Carolina Chris is here.
I figured if we're talking scary movies, I just wanted to drop in. And my number one pick is the Carolina Panthers season.
I mean,
it has to be a movie.
It can't be the Panthers season if the Bucks lost to them. Then it would have to be the Bucks season.
Man,
this has to be a feature clip here. We gotta show the man. So
Carolina Chris in the house. I know I missed the Carolina episode this off season. I was out shooting buckets. I was scoring lots of buckets with my pals at the park. Go UNC. All right, North Carolina, Duke can kick rocks. All right, Coach K, get him out of here. And that's it. I just wanted to drop in. That's all.
Hey, there are a lot of people who even have doubted that Carolina Chris exists, and now they know.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was on last year's episode 2 years ago.
That was one of my favorite episodes.
I'm around. And now I get a chance to talk to Gandalf. That's great.
Hello, young man. It's good to see you, Chris.
Get me off the screen.
I would, but my stream is just so slow. So
all right.
I tried to take you off like 15 minutes ago. We're just waiting for it to. There we go.
All right.
Oh, good. Perfect. I love it.
Hey, so our other guest that just popped in, Dustin Hetrick, he is our Patreon supporter for the ToiletsToTitles Network. Really appreciate you coming on, buddy. We want to get this draft rolling, and I never like to see Tom Brady do good things. All right,
yes!
So Dustin, you get your first round pick right here. What's your favorite scary movie of all time?
I gotta go straight up, just the first ever Halloween. But do you consider Halloween 1 and 2 one movie because it's a continuation of one another?
No, unfortunately, you have to choose one. So for all of these guys, I'm gonna assume it's the first one, unless you tell me otherwise. So like the original. So like George said, The Exorcist. We just all assume it's the original. So if somebody else wants to go with a different Exorcist, you just tell me what it is. So which one are you going after, Dustin?
Number 1.
The OG? All right.
First Halloween, OG.
That's it.
That was going to be my 101. That was the pick I was about to get. So you hopped on the stream just in time. And part of that was because, it's Halloween. Like, it's a great movie, but also, for the votes. This is a Halloween.
Michael Myers is just a badass.
Yeah, exactly right. You're going to have a Halloween-themed draft. You got to have Halloween. So, so I'm going to go. My 101 is going to be the original, the first, the OG, Friday the 13th.
Ooh, good.
That's a goodie.
Jason's got nothing on a scarecrow.
All right.
Nope, still old.
No.
Wide open. Couldn't get his feet down. Flag.
Who's that, Evans?
Evans, yeah. It was too high. He couldn't get his feet down in the back of the end zone. There's a flag anyway.
Like you said, there's a flag. Holding on the defense.
Butterfingers.
They've got their own problems in the secondary, the Ravens.
There we go. First down anyway. All right. So it is my pick.
Touchdown.
And because it has to be a movie, it can't be this Buccaneer season. I'm going to go a little bit different than you guys to start out. It's Halloween theme. It's not necessarily scary. It's not necessarily horror. I'm going to take Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
That's cool.
OG or the new one?
That's a great one.
No, OG.
Go Fournette. Go Fournette.
Yeah,
that's
I could use a Fournette touchdown too. Okay.
And then 2 leagues.
And because we're snake drafting here, I assume.
Yep.
My second one's going to be a little horror, not so much scary, but I'm going to take Scream.
That's a good one.
Very good. Very good.
That was definitely on my list. Not scary, but more like fun.
And honestly, can I take Scream 2? Because it was the better movie.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Is Carolina Chris still in the house? Nope. Okay. I was talking to Carolina Chris's buddy, John Sheps, earlier today, and he said that if he was able to come on, that was going to be his top movie. So let's see.
It was good to see Carolina Chris. I haven't seen him in a year.
That's right.
I put my arms up. Was touchdown Lenny.
Yeah, I got him in 2 of my 5 leagues. That was big for me.
He's in my money league, so I needed that.
Mm.
So for what it's worth, guys, The Exorcist is number 17 on my list. The Ring is number 18, and Ghostbusters is number 19. So they all made the list, but
that's because you have bad taste, man.
Horrible is what you're telling us.
I think I'm thinking pretty highly of my particular draft board.
That's because Justin's favorite movies are Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th 2, Friday the 13th 3, Friday the 13th 4, Friday the 13th 5.
That covers the top 16. No, actually, Halloween was my 101. No, my 103 that I have to take here now is The Nightmare on Elm Street. And again, I'm going with the OG.
That's a goodie.
I'm going with the OG. The part 1.
Lori Stevens says she knows there's one particular movie that damaged her as a child. I have like 1 or 2 like that myself.
There's one that I might take.
Lori is not allowed to make comments in the chat about any of my particular.
She didn't say anything. She didn't list any movies. All right. So what am I going to go with here? I want to stick with I like to go when I do these Funday drafts. I go in trying to think, okay, what are the voters going to vote for? When we post this and we ask for people to vote on the list who put up a I go in thinking that way, but then when I'm actually doing it, I'm thinking, no, I got to go with my heart. Gandalf has to go with his heart, and the movies that mean the most to him. And I'm gonna go with even though I'm scrolling, that's a scary movie. Yeah. All right. This is a movie that most of you aren't. I can hold this one because you probably aren't even gonna know this movie anyway. I can wait.
Oh, I so hope I take it.
You guys you're too young. You probably never even heard of it anyway. All right, give me. I'll take The Shining.
Ooh, good one. Nice. I like it.
So there's one that traumatized my wife. And I'm wondering if it's the same one that traumatized Lori, but I don't want to say it because I may want to take it later.
All right, George, the Scarecrow.
So I mentioned earlier that there was one movie I couldn't go. I was going back and forth between, and I went with The Exorcist as the first one, and I said Joe's going to take the second one that I was going back and forth between, and Joe just took the second one I was going back and forth between.
Nice, great job, Joey.
So I literally got sniped. I was getting excited because when he said he's scrolling, I started to get excited because I had The Exorcist as my 101 movie and The Shining as 102. I thought I was about to pull a Justin and get my top 2 movies, which would have just made me over the moon feeling about how my draft was going to go from that point forward.
Well, the Halloween was my 101, but I got my 2 and 3.
Yeah, I've got my 101, and I jump, hop, and a skip from getting the 102 on this list. I'm not going to go with the 102 that I have on here. I'm actually going to skip up a little bit because there is another movie that I really do want, and I'm not sure I'm confident enough it's going to get back to me. I think Dustin might take it. So I'm going to go with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Ooh, all right. That was on my list. That was
I wanted it.
I kind of already have my pick in place, and this was a movie that really wasn't even on my radar up until The Shining. Go there. Big Stephen King with Dr. Sleep. I'm not usually a big fan of newer horror movies, but that's mine.
You said Dr. Sleep?
Dr. Sleep. It's
okay.
the sequel to The Shining, if you guys are not familiar with it.
I have seen previews of it or snippets of it. Definitely.
Oh, I mean, the book is even better, but yeah, movie with Ewan McGregor, fantastic.
Hey, bro, do pizza delivery guys look like guys that will actually read a book? Nah.
You never know. Argyle, he looked like he can get relatively philosophical, so
Pizza delivery guys do audiobook, Justin.
Yeah, it's 100% audiobooks.
You got all that time in the car.
True.
I
Very
delivered
true.
pizza a long time when I was an English major, so I read a lot of books too.
Oh man, now I feel like crap because I just put down our Patreon. All right, let me get my foot out of my mouth so I can introduce you for your third pick. But now, Dustin, I don't know what you know about the Wheel of Consequences, but there is a Wheel of Consequences that takes effect starting round 4. You cannot use the wheel for the first 3 rounds or the last round, which is round 8. 8 rounds is as far as we go. When you use the Wheel of Consequences, or if somebody else does, there's a chance that any of your picks, pick 3 through 8, could be affected, but your top 2 picks are safe. We cannot affect those at all. You get those picks no matter what.
Okay.
It'll make more sense whenever you start seeing the wheel get spun, and George will probably kick us off in round 3 because he's always the first one to do it, and then wonders why he loses.
Sounds good.
All right. So now, what is your third pick?
My pick. All right. So my pick for this round is going to be Hellraiser.
Nice.
Ooh,
Excellent pick.
good one from the 80s.
Any particular movie?
That was going to be my second pick, but
Do you want any other than the first one?
just the first one.
Nice. Very good. Very good. That's a well-rounded team right there. You got the old, you got the new, you got the classic. Like I like it. I like it. George.
So it's back to me. Joe, did you hear what I said about you after you left?
About me?
Yes.
Yes, that I took The Shining. I was listening. I stepped away, but I was listening. It's funny because I was kicking myself afterwards because I thought of then after I made my decision, I heard you talking about The Shining. I realized there was actually another movie that I actually wanted even more, and I just thought of it. So I'm hoping it'll be around for my next pick.
Oh no!
So
Yeah, you have a chance to get back at me.
I'm willing to make a deal with you. We can do a trade right now.
Whoa! That's not how the Funday draft works.
Oh, there's no rules to the Funday draft.
What?
We're absolutely allowed to make a trade.
I'll trade you The Shining for Exorcist.
No, I will trade this pick right now.
We'll
for
see.
The Shining, and then you get to make 2 picks.
Maybe. Let's see. You have to make the trade. You have to make the pick first.
No, that's not what
Oh, no. I'm not.
He's
I'll
saying,
roll the
let me
dice.
slide The Shining in right now as his 3-0 or his third round pick, and then you get to pick 2 picks right now.
The Shining's a solid pick. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with it.
See what I
Plus
mean when
it's-
I said that Jordan's the one that's going to try to cheat to win.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to cheat to win.
Shining's your Cooper Cup, buddy. I don't give that up easily.
You could always spin the wheel.
Did you just
Not till round 4.
My wife.
Oh,
I feel like you called Joe Matt Stafford.
Guys, my wife just handed me some gummies and said, "Here, take a gummy. You need to chill out."
man, I need to get a new beard. Someone keeps winding up in my mouth.
Hey,
All right.
George, make your pick, bud.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting ready to make it right now. So
He only had 3 on his list, so he's trying to procrastinate.
now there is another movie. I've gone with what I feel like are 2 absolutely classic horror movies. Exorcist, Chainsaw Massacre, top-notch movies there. I'm going to go with a little bit different route here for my pick here in the 3rd round. I'm going to go with The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nice.
Give me an anime movie. Not really super scary, but just an absolute classic Halloween movie.
It
It's
was my
actually a
next
classic
pick.
Christmas movie.
It's
I object.
It was my next pick.
I like it. It's a good
That's
pick.
cool. Well, George, I'm glad I didn't make that trade because that wasn't the movie I was going to take, even though it was a very admirable pick, and I do like it myself. I am going with another classic horror movie, and this was, I think, the first one I ever saw I saw it in the theater as a kid, and this, Laurie Stevens, this one gave me, wrecked me for at least a weekend, and that is Amityville Horror.
Oh, nice. He didn't take my pick. Woo! Don't get me wrong. Great movie. But probably one of the ones of all time. But
I love it.
I thought for sure you were just describing the.
We all keep thinking that about each other's picks.
All right, so I have another one that is near and dear to my heart that I'm holding off on. I'm playing the game here. I'm hoping that Jason doesn't take it. I don't think it'll get back to me with the other three picking twice, so I'm gonna take it with my next pick. But with this pick, this is a pick that I'm pretty confident should have already been off the board. Pretty confident Jason will take it if I don't. And I already know that it's the movie that Lori was talking about earlier, and that is the movie It. And again,
It's a great movie.
Talking the OG, the original back in the day. The newer one is probably a better made movie, but the old one is the one that gave everybody nightmares and caused everybody to hate clowns.
Right. So that was a good one. That was a good made for TV movie.
What's funny, Justin, is same genre, not same movie. And it's going to be my second pick because the first pick here I'm going to take is Beetlejuice.
Oh,
yeah. And again, I'm not going scary with most of these. The next one's going to be because I want to, I think somebody may take it now that it's off the board. The more scary clown movie from back in the day, the one that terrified my wife is called Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I was about to say one, Jason, too. I could have picked that one for you.
And that's the one. Listen, making people cotton candy cocoons is way scarier than drawing them down into the sewer. That crap was terrifying. So I probably won't take another scary movie. That's not the draft I'm putting together. But once it went off the board, I had to take Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Truth be told, Killer Clowns from Outer Space is higher on my draft board than It. But I feel like It is the better vote getter. So that's why I went that direction. But I agree with you. Great movie. I probably watched that movie, I'm not even exaggerating, 30 times when I was a kid. Loved it.
That where he's talking, I think it's to a little kid, and it's been so long since I've seen this movie, and he's got this the mallet behind his back, and it just starts growing. And he's just getting ready to clobber this little kid. Man, that stuff was that was cheesy Halloween goodness.
Yeah, that and another one that I have no idea what it's called. I can't even remember for the life of me, but it was about an ice cream truck driver. That was kind of freaky. All right, so I'm up again. So again, I'm going to go with my heart because I feel like it probably will not get back to me. I purposefully avoided the game show logo that I typically have on here for this show because I wanted this pick and I didn't want other people to take it, and that is Saw. So I'm going to be taking Saw, and my computer is extremely slow, so I'll be typing that in here shortly while I look for the game show logo to add to the top here.
It's an excellent choice. I absolutely loved every one of the Saw movies.
Yep, and again, OG. I want the
Saw 20 at this point.
I want the first one because when that old man gets up at the end of the movie, everybody's jaw dropped. I don't care who you are.
Oh, totally.
And
that was a great
the shower. Yeah,
one of the greatest endings to any horror film of all time.
We watched it the whole time.
So there's my little logo up there. That's me on the Jigsaw tricycle. I'm a bit of a fan of horror movies. All right, Joe.
Okay, guys. This for me is one of my favorite movies of all time, regardless of genre. And I'm going to go with Evil Dead. The movie from 86, 87 that has spawned a lot of, it spawned a few spin-off, there was a second Evil Dead movie, Army of Darkness. There was a third one. I think there's even a TV series now. So going with the Evil Dead, I think it was 1986 or 87, I believe, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, we just watched it for the first time recently. Great movie.
Love that movie.
Yep. Don't forget, guys, too, everybody has to spin the wheel at least once. So I'm going to say that right before it's George's pick.
Well, I'm not spinning it yet. There is a movie. So when I think of as my childhood, right? there's 3 classic horror movies that stand out in my mind.
Okay.
There's Friday the 13th, which is already selected. There's Nightmare on Elm Street, which is already selected. So I'm going to have to go to the third one, which is an absolutely fantastic horror movie in itself. And I'm going to go with Child's Play. That little Chucky doll scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. So I'm going to throw my childhood favorite scary movies on.
There's only 2 no-goes in my house that I'm not allowed to watch because of her fears, and the Chucky doll is one of them.
Am I up?
Yep.
All right. Well, a lot of good ones here. So you mentioned well-rounded team. What should I be doing here? Am I trying to go with a whole bunch of different genres of horror movies? Am I trying to stay as level as possible?
If you're going to, you're only missing 2 things. You're missing some kind of an animated version of some sort and a comedy sort. Those are really the only 2 things. If that's your choice. I mean, I don't want to pressure you here. So far, you're the only one that's taking a newer movie, so you do kind of like have the 101 in that genre. Jason could have locked it up had he went Ghostbusters 2, but the
Ghostbusters 2 is terrible.
It is, but it's a newer one.
Look, I like it because it was something from my youth, but man, if you go back and like pay attention to what actually happens in that movie, it's god awful.
Yeah.
So wait, do we have to have?
Easy.
No, this is Joe. The draft is basically Gandalf. Sorry. The draft is whatever you want. It's just on whether you want to round out for the voters or if you want to like. I'm picking
it's
movies.
Not like the sandwich draft, Joe.
I'm gonna go with Human Centipede.
That's a good one.
That is a fantastic choice.
I can't necessarily say I'm a fan of the movie, but if you put it in that list there, it looks relatively deep.
And so that's your comedy one, right?
You guys may have to help me out with spelling because it doesn't look like spell check works on this. Is it CENTI?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
I mean, he is a teacher, ladies and gentlemen.
Not an English teacher. All right.
I lost the signal there for a second. Sorry.
You didn't miss much. It was just the guys making fun of me. So
next up, I am going to go with
the wheel. He's going to take the wheel here. No pressure.
No pressure.
What the hell? It's my first time doing one of these things. I might as well get the wheel out of the way. Go right ahead.
There you go. All right. Let's see it.
I will pop it up, Justin, so you don't have to.
Okay. And
then I'll go ahead and spin it.
No.
What do I do? Just
you have to. Okay. So let me describe the wheel real quick since we just brought it up. There's a list of good things or bad things for you or against you on this wheel. There are like 40 different options on this wheel. If one pops up this because somebody's not here that had said they'd be here, then we'll just skip it. We'll delete it and respin. But Jason, what I need you to do is randomize the wheel 3 times. Hit that randomize button 3 times first. And then we'll spin the wheel and determine your fate, Dustin.
Where's randomize?
Do it.
It says shuffle, Jason. Go to your left and down a little bit. Nope. Go back to where you were.
Open that back up.
There we go.
Okay, now we'll spin the wheel. We randomize it 3 times every time.
Okay.
What'd you get?
Choose any opponent to get 2 picks in the next round. They will lose their final pick to even it out. So
this thing's like making me make an enemy already.
That's right. You're going to choose one of us that are forever going to hate you in the Patreon chat for the rest of your life. Or actually, one of us are going to love you and everybody else is going to hate you.
I do want to point out that I was the only person that encouraged you to spin that wheel.
Now, wait a minute. I'm not gonna try and sway you either way. It doesn't matter to me. I'm watching the football game.
I mean, I'm the host, but whatever.
His computer.
Justin was impatient. Who said we're not going to wait for you to make your first pick? And then
because you have to get to Home Depot.
Justin, and then you went ahead and insulted the Patreon. I mean, I'm just pointing out what.
Dustin, at this point, I think your best bet is Gandalf. He's the only one that isn't speaking up.
Hey, I'm just watching Vita Vey take down Lamar.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so choose any opponent to get 2 picks in the next round. I guess that's round 5.
Did Dustin freeze up again?
No, he's talking. So you're giving somebody, I guess, your next pick, and then
nothing happens to Dustin here.
Okay,
he's just choosing any one of the 4 of us to get 2 picks in the next round, and whoever he chooses will just lose their last round pick, so we still have an even number of picks. That's all, and then he'll make his pick just as normal. But I feel like we've lost Dustin.
He said that he's in the chat. He said that internet cut out.
Okay.
Oh, he's in the private chat. Okay. So ask him, because I can't see the private chat. It's not coming up for me. So ask him who he wants to get 2 picks this round, and then ask him what his pick is.
He said Justin.
He said he's going to – he says he chooses Justin.
Woo-hoo!
And then he said, sorry, everyone.
Hey,
Dustin, if you can, come back in if you can.
So, guys, Justin can't read that. We could have just picked anybody.
You really could have, and you really should have. But
and I heard Lori laughing at that, by the way.
And Lori says the suspense is killing her,
which makes me feel good.
So now we need to know what Dustin's next pick is. So if you could chat in there and ask him what his next pick is.
Yeah, I don't have access to the chat. Anyone? Dustin, what's your pick? Don't let it be the movie. But Dustin says he chose you, Justin, because your name rhymes with his.
Okay, sweet. I'll take whatever. I'll take it. Yeah, now I got to be an asshole and tell him that we're going to skip him until he gets back on.
He takes The Conjuring.
What? Oh,
no!
Nice.
Oh, The Conjuring. Oh, that's a good one. I'm sorry. I was thinking something else. That is a good one. I didn't think of it.
That is a great movie. That was one of the ones very high on my list that I wanted.
I love those movies.
Justin, do I remove this option from the wheel?
Yes.
Okay, it has been removed, and now
Justin Hedrick, that was a good pick. I really approve of that pick. I even forgot about that. That's a good modern.
And now I am going to pot the draft board back up until the wheel of consequences is recalled.
Yep. Sounds good. So next we have George. You are back up for your next pick.
Yeah. So I like the wheel of consequences. Pull that wheel back up, Jake.
Nice. Oh yeah, I have to highlight Dustin here. So Dustin and George, so we know that they both use the wheel.
Oh, don't highlight me. I didn't say I was spinning the wheel. I just asked for the wheel to be pulled back up. Huge difference, my friend.
Oh no, we need to put it back in the green room unless we're using it because it really kills my stream.
That's okay. You see the handprints and the pressing up. That is a scene from the Poltergeist.
Yeah, that's the movie I was going to.
That is the movie I'm going with.
Ahead, George.
The Poltergeist.
That's what I think that's what Lori was referring to in the chat when she was talking about the character named Lori Ann.
Yep. Carol Ann.
That was Carol Ann. That's right.
Lori Ann isn't it.
So I got it wrong. But I saw Lori Ann, Lori. I saw you say Lori Ann, and I thought of Poltergeist. And I'm like, oh yeah, I love that movie. I'll take that next. And George, you just got me back for The Shining.
All right.
Okay.
We've got the Poltergeist off of the board.
All right.
Joe.
Oh, I'll spin the wheel.
There you go. There you go, Joey.
Okay, I'm removing, adding, and do I need to shuffle again, or are we just spinning?
Shuffle 3 times.
And
mostly
spin.
just because George complained that on one of the first episodes, so now I just shuffle every time so he doesn't think we're cheating him.
Oh, I know you're cheating me. You already said you were.
I know, but I found a more creative way to do it.
I must make a forced trade with George before making this pick. George chooses the trade.
Okay,
and remember, the top 2 picks are safe for both teams. So that means you have to trade away one of the 2 picks, your other 2 picks, the Amityville Horror or Evil Dead, to give to him, and you get back any one of those three: The Nightmare Before Christmas, Child's Play, or Poltergeist.
So it says I get to choose the trade.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
It says you, meaning me, must. Yeah, but you get to pick.
No, wait. Yep. If it specifically said George, then it's George. If it says you.
George chooses the trade.
Okay. All right. Then George gets to make the pick.
So I'm not gonna do you dirty, too bad, Joe. Even though you took Shining from me, I'm going to take Amityville Horror, and I'm going to give you The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I never wanted that movie.
Well, then now you got it.
I never wanted that movie.
Give me Poltergeist.
Nope.
Now,
nope. You should have done the trade. If you would have done the trade with me for The Shining, Joe.
No, it's okay.
Now, Joe, there are other options here.
I knew I shouldn't have spun that stupid wheel.
You can continue to do the wheel though to try to get another forced trade to trade away The Nightmare Before Christmas to someone else now. But you can't do it right now. You gotta wait till your next turn.
Gotcha. No, it's not worth it. I think that's my one spin. It wreaked enough havoc.
All right, guys. I tried. All right, Joe.
Wheel of chaos. Yeah, you're not playing your mind games on me. They're not working. All right, I'm going to go with a recent movie that I think, and I'm a huge fan of horror movies from the 70s. I think those are really the best. But I'm going to go on more recent. I thought it was really well done. I absolutely loved it, and that is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
I like it. It's on my list.
Hey, is Dustin down in the chat?
I think so. I'm trying to. I'm still.
I'll bring him in, Justin. I'll get him.
Thank you.
Hey, sorry.
I didn't want to say anything.
Hey, Dustin.
Sorry, guys.
Dustin, you missed the chaos.
I know.
I spun the wheel. Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, and I spun the wheel, and then everything went to hell. So
I spun the wheel after you. I spun the wheel after you, and I paid the price. George was able to switch. He was able to take my Amityville Horror, and he gave me The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh,
it was horrible. I've never even seen The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh,
it's a fantastic movie, Joe.
I'm sure it is. I just have no interest.
Tim Burton, he does a good job.
I like Tim Burton. Nothing against him,
honestly. So I get 2 picks here, thanks to Dustin. Appreciate your continued support, Patreon. Let's see.
Yeah, thanks, Dustin.
my wife just wanted to point out that she's wearing her Nightmare Before Christmas shirt and socks.
Ooh, lucky you.
So she belongs to Joe. So she belongs to Joe now, apparently.
Well, apparently Joe gets her shirt and her dirty socks. I mean, I don't know if that's much of a win.
Some people pay a lot of money on OnlyFans for those things.
All right, so I'm going to keep it classic, because not super classic, not like 1940s classic, but a pretty classic horror film. Back in the day, it was amazing. They've made it into a great TV show recently. I'm going with Psycho for but I get 2 picks here, so. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to say it, because I'm proud of the fact that the wheel actually worked out in my favor.
Well, the wheel didn't work out in your favor. You kind of told Dustin you'd pay for 1 month of his Patreon for.
You heard that?
I guess that's right when the video cut out, isn't it? That's when.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go. Gonna go a little bit different route. Gonna go funny route. Absolutely loved this man when I was growing up. Hilarious series of movies, but I'm gonna go with Ernest Scared Stupid.
Nice.
Fantastic choice.
And also, I'm doing that so that I can slide it into this 8th pick, because that's the pick it's taking over for, and it'll actually make sense when people look at it. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, okay, it was an 8th pick."
All right, Jason, we want the wheel here.
I am doing the wheel here.
Yes.
You have to do it. You have to do it once, and I might as well do it now before there's other movies people can steal from me. Not that my list is lending itself to people actually stealing, because I'm going different direction than most of y'all. But I'm going to pot up the wheel, and I am going to shuffle it 3 times, and this is for me. And we're going to
pay close attention. Make sure they don't all look alike. Like he just brought up another wheel.
I thought about it. I gotta make a forced trade with me.
Okay, so you can't do that one. So you just close it. We leave it on the board, and you have to spin again.
I wanted to trade with myself. I'd trade my second pick for this pick.
No, well, your top 2 picks are safe.
I must make a forced trade with George before making this pick. I choose the trade.
Yep.
So I was cultivating a very specific style draft. So I wish George had still had Nightmare Before Christmas, because that would now belong to me.
It would fit, yeah.
I now have to look to see what I'm taking from George.
You can only take Amityville Horror, Child's Play, or Poltergeist, and you can only give him Beetlejuice or Killer Clowns from Outer Space. No matter how you
Nino.
It really
Nino's
is.
in the chat.
Okay, so
Nino?
I am taking Poltergeist, and I'm giving away. No, I'm taking Child's Play. I apologize, and I'm giving him Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I don't hate that trade at all, to be honest.
Yeah.
No, so I'm gonna take the horror film of yours that I enjoy the most, which is Child's Play.
Yep.
And then I'm giving away my other horror film. Can you please make Child's Play my 4th pick, because it makes more sense when I pick this next one.
It just takes a while for my computer to catch up.
He's gonna take Child's Play 2.
No, I'm. It's more like me to take those out of order, right? I will take Zombieland with my pick here.
Woo! I almost took that one with my last pick. I almost took it. Like I was staring right at it.
Double
I gotta
tap, baby.
see that.
Yes. Because I knew I was going to go comedy either way, so that one worked out.
Well, I'm happy you did what you did, because that's one of the movies I wanted.
It was either that or Ernest Scared Stupid. So
Wait, and I get another pick, don't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's horrible, because because I was so focused on the one, I forgot I had the other. You know what? I'm going to take Young Frankenstein.
I had that on my list. It wasn't next, but it was on my list.
I was wondering when that was going to go.
It is one of my favorite Mel Brooks.
Yeah. That's such an awesome movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
I'll be normal.
All right, so now that I only have 2 picks left, I need to go ahead and spin that wheel.
Okay.
Let's see what.
Let me get some more iced coffee.
That's me again. Hold on.
You know, I think
We're
I know.
We're gonna remove this one.
I think I know what Justin did. He put every trade on there involves me. So you're either trading with me or taking my pick. The other.
All right.
Jason built the wheel.
I did build the wheel. So here we go. We're spinning. Why is Dustin in the background again? Did he drop off? I'm gonna pick him back up. Dustin, you're back on. And just in time to see Justin's next pick.
Every time the wheel spins, I get kicked off.
Your next round pick must be swapped with Dustin's next round pick.
Oh!
My next round pick. So not this one, right? My next.
So wait, I got to be very careful about what I decide to pick then.
Well, hold on.
Oh, you could totally screw him, Dustin. Take gummy bears.
No. Listen, so my next round pick. So it's the 7th round pick. So in the 7th round, where Dustin would normally be picking, I'm going to pick.
No, we're just switching spots. Gotcha. That's more fair. All right.
You're going to pick. So we just round picks.
I thought we were going to be able to have Dustin take Care Bears and force you to have it.
Well, I mean, then I would just take My Little Ponies, and we would.
That would be it. Yeah.
Just win this draft together.
Okay, so am I picking now? Is that what that means?
No, I'm not. I'm still
Okay.
up, and then Joe, like we still continue this round. It's
Next
just
round. Okay, I got you.
Okay. Wow.
We're getting
so what's that?
I can Dustin. Are you? Can we hear you?
Are you streaming the show?
Who, me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody's streaming it on YouTube, and because of the delay that's on YouTube, it's picking it up on the show.
That's not me.
Now it's gone. So it's okay. Somebody noticed and got rid of it.
All right, excellent. So now I'm rolling with. Man, I'm so torn. There's so many good ones left, and only.
Don't take mine.
I've got one that I'm
really dying to take.
I feel like the pick I'm about to take, a lot of people would enjoy it. A lot of people's going to think it's a good pick, but I don't think that anybody's really thinking about it on their board because I don't think it's necessarily that good. But it was a childhood favorite, and even to this day, like I still watch it probably once a year.
No.
I'm going to go with the Gremlins.
Oh, okay, good.
That's a Christmas movie.
That is totally a Christmas movie.
It's also a scary movie when you're freaking 10 years old when it comes out.
I'm okay with it.
I'm going to sell it on Twitter as a Christmas movie.
Okay.
It's up there with Die Hard. 2 best Christmas movies of all time.
I mean, I have a ton of really good ones I want to take. If you guys want me to take that off, I can definitely take it off.
I'm not against it. I'm happy you're taking it because I'm going to sell a Christmas movie on Twitter.
Hey, Dustin. Yeah,
that's a good
Gremlins
one.
Gremlins is a everyone knows Gremlins. My next movie, this is a personal favorite. There are probably plenty of people who've never even heard of it. If you have it, you want to see it. This is a classic horror movie from, I think, 1979. It is timeless. Phantasm.
Ooh, I know that. That is a good one.
If you haven't heard of it, I'll spell. Oh, you know, okay, Phantasm. Okay, it's a great movie, guys.
Here's the PH.
And like I said, there are probably plenty of people who haven't seen it, and this is like, I know that I have movies on my list I could probably throw in just to try to win the event here, but I got to go with my heart. Gandalf has to go with his heart. I got to go with the movies that I love.
So, Joe, I want to give you the benefit of the doubt on this one. Recently, we did another draft that had something to do with movies or, I don't know, fictional characters, something. I don't know. But Phantasm was brought up. And when I was doing my search to try to find the best horror movies, I came across Phantasm. And I was like, okay, I've heard it's great. I believe it was you that talked highly about it before. It's like, I need to watch it. So I went ahead and watched it. And, dude, that movie sucks.
Really? You didn't like it? I loved it.
I don't know what I was expecting.
I thought it was 10 times better than Gremlins.
That's probably fair. But the reason I said I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt is for the same reason that I would give somebody like me the benefit of the doubt on the Gremlins. It was
I love Phantasm.
To us, we thought it was great when we were kids, right? So that's why, still fresh in the heart. All right, George.
I don't know what I was expecting, but for whatever reason, that was great.
Yeah, I was not expecting that movie sucks coming from Justin there. That really threw me off.
Yep.
I mean, unless I watched some other weird, crazy movie where these little balls flew through the sky and
nope, that's Phantasm.
The PG show.
Oh, there's so much more than little balls flying through the sky. So much more than that.
We need to clip that. So much more than little balls flying through the sky.
Hey, this is a family-friendly show.
You can quote me on it.
Go ahead and spin that.
Spinning the wheel. Here we go.
I'm gonna spin it. It's time.
So that's probably going to kick Dustin out again. So we'll see you in a minute, bud.
All right. So hold on. We're going to pot up the wheel.
My next pick's The Omen.
Hold on.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I thought you guys were calling out on me. I got disconnected again. Sorry.
All right. So I'm going to spin the wheel for George. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, George's turn to spin. Nice.
Shuffle. Hide. And spin.
Now, this is the last time the wheel has to be spun, but anybody's allowed to spin it again if you want. There are good things on the board, too. I hope, you wouldn't know it, but...
You must make a first trade with Joe before making this pick. You choose the trade.
You choose the trade this time, George.
All right, let me see what Joe's got there.
I hate this stupid wheel.
So
hold on. Hold on. I'm bringing it back up, George.
That's fine.
There you go.
So George can only give away Amityville Horror, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, or Poltergeist, and he can only trade to get back The Nightmare Before Christmas, Evil Dead, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, or Phantasm.
Yeah, I don't want any of Joe's, so I'm going to go out of the box here. I'm going to trade my 7th round pick for Joe's 7th round pick. That's going to be the forced trade.
That totally defeats the spirit of this rule.
No, it says I have to force a trade. It didn't say I had to take a movie. It just says I have to force a trade.
Good semantics.
Okay. Hey, listen. Hey, I should have saw this coming. I told you guys out front that I have to watch for George and his ability to cheat to win, and I should have saw this coming. So this is on me. You're absolutely right, George. You're absolutely right. You're the spirit of the wedge, and you are now creating a difficulty for me to have to change the way I word these from now on. But you're right. I got you. So you guys are going to swap 7th round picks.
Yes.
Okay. So
what's even better is your wife agreed with me, Justin.
That's not better. That's normal. She likes you more. But
so if I really wanted to be a jerk to Joe, and I don't, because I already took one of his good movies, I could have really traded, my 8th round pick for his 7th round pick and just moved me up around. But I didn't want.
We're in it to win it, George. We're in it to win it.
No, I'm not here to.
He actually allowed Joe to pick before him.
Yeah, Joe gets the pick before you on the next round.
And that's fine. So I've looked at what Joe has been drafting, and other than The Shining, and Amityville Horror, I'm okay. I feel like him going in front of me is going to still make one of my picks safe.
That's fair.
So George, I would have thought you were the Tom Brady fan, not Jason, but okay. You're up, buddy.
And I'm going to go with a classic from 1976.
No, you're taking mine.
I'm going to go with Carrie.
Okay, good.
Right.
And to be fair, the Dolphins still hadn't won a Super Bowl in that amount of time.
To be fair, they still have a better record than Tampa Bay from that time till now.
I don't know if that's true or not, but
that is absolutely true.
I'll take the 2 Super Bowls, man. I'm good.
Listen, I would too. But I mean, I can't. That's not an option for me right now. So, so I will go with the team that has the more regular season wins because that's what I got.
So just because everybody has used the wheel once doesn't mean you can't use it again. You're welcome to. We only have one more round where the wheel is in play. Dustin, you are up for 2 picks here.
All right, so I'm going with another classic 76 horror film, The Omen. Got to go with that creepy kid-style movie, just the kid staring at you, making things happen with his head and mind.
Yeah, it was a great movie. I was hoping George would take it just because he heard you say it.
No, I'm not.
The next movie, because I am a huge.
I think he's got my internet.
You guys traded internet last time you spun?
That was the wheel. The wheel gave him his internet. Somebody want to ask Dustin what his next pick was?
We got it. Cujo. Oh yeah, great.
What happened?
I'm a dog lover, so I gotta throw some props in there to the pups.
Yep.
All right. Joe is up now.
Yes,
I'm up now.
Yeah,
because George made that trade with you.
Yep, we did a trade.
So I pick first, and then we swap or something like that.
No, you're gonna just take whatever you pick here, you keep, Joe.
So whatever I pick here, I keep. Okay. I'm going to go with, this is a classic movie that I like a lot, and I'm going to go with, let's see. Before I make that pick, I just want to make sure.
Wait a minute. So hold on, Joe. I gotta, Justin, I think you were supposed to pick where Dustin picked.
Oh, shoot. We were.
Because of the wheel.
I forgot. The wheel made us swap trades this round. That's right. Oh, man. And now I'm so tempted to take Cujo. All right, you know what? I'm about to win this draft based off of what I've taken so far. but I very easily could just blow it all right here by taking a pick that I want to take that's actually probably not a great pick.
Gremlins? 2.
No, he's going to pick the worst of the 2 clown movies.
That's you guys. funny guys. You know what? Screw it. You know what? I'm not even going to take the one I was thinking. I'm going to go with The Lost Boys.
Ooh, good one.
Movie. That's a good one.
Isn't that a Peter Pan movie?
So technically now it's going to be
Joe's turn, and then George, and then Dustin.
Yeah.
And Cujo is available.
Yeah, Cujo's available if Joe or George want it. I'm just going to leave it up there because we know that that's what Dustin's taking if they don't.
How is Cujo available?
Because he didn't. So the wheel last round.
We went against the wheel. You don't go against the wheel.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I'm not taking Cujo anyway. It's okay.
Yeah, Dustin and I were supposed to trade picks right there, and we forgot. So
Cujo's safe because Joe's not taking it, so Cujo's safe.
All good. I'll go with before I make this pick, just doing a quick search just in case. All right, I'll go with this movie then. It's a personal favorite of mine. I'm gonna go with Creep Show.
Ooh, there you go. That's the one that has like 3 or 4 short videos or short shows within the one.
Yeah, Stephen King stories.
Yeah, that's great. I watched that one a lot as a kid too.
It's like 82 or 83. Yeah.
Yeah, the one where they're out on the lake and that blob thing is going through the water and it sucks them through the platform they're on. When that lady's leg flips up and hits herself right in the face. It's a great pick.
Oh, you know what? Creep Show, I think it's one word actually.
Yeah.
My turn?
Yes, George.
Yep.
You're up.
So I'm going to take another one that came out when I was younger. It's got really more name recognition than anything, but I'm actually going in to win this draft. So I'm going to go with Poltergeist.
That'd be great if it were still available. But you already took it.
You already have it.
Oh, but then I just didn't cross it off my list. Let me mark it off.
You want Poltergeist too?
I don't think they made a second one, to be honest.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, did they? I don't want it.
Yeah,
listen. If I didn't know they made a second one, I definitely don't want it. Okay.
They actually made a third one too.
Yeah.
It's even worse.
Can we let him take Poltergeist again?
Only if I get Friday the 13th again.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah, you can definitely take like number 3, number 4, Jason in Space. Go for it. That's all you, Justin.
Jason in Space, yeah. Yeah.
So,
that one.
Hey George, why don't you take The Exorcist next?
I'm thinking about it. So I'm gonna go with Chaos. And by chaos means spin that wheel. Give me the wheel. I want the wheel.
I thought there was a movie I hadn't heard of.
Yeah, I was gonna say I had never heard of that, but cool, have it.
It does sound like a horror movie.
I have a movie that I do want, and hopefully it's there for my last round pick. But I want to have a little fun with this draft as well, so I don't mind spinning.
As long as I don't get cut off again.
No problem. Choose 2 opponents from the next round and force them to swap picks with each other. So we're swapping picks in the next round.
Okay.
You have to choose 2 of us.
All right. So let me see the draft board, please.
Bully and some chicken.
Because I know we're getting close to the end of the draft. So. And
dude,
by the way,
hey Justin's already got scared stupid.
I know. So the spirit of the draft would be to choose somebody that has picks, but I also understand where George is about to go, you son of a bitch, and I guess I'm going to have to honor it.
Somebody else can take scared stupid.
So scroll down a little bit on the screen there.
Oh,
I can't.
All right. So
I thought the last round was protected, though.
No, you can't spin the wheel in the last round. The top 2 rounds are the only ones that are protected.
Yeah.
But the reason we can't do the last round's wind wheel spin, I think the gummy's kicking in, boys. The last round wheel spin is because it might affect, there's too many that affect future picks, and we really don't have any future picks.
So let me ask you this: if I said Jason and Justin swap, does that mean Jason gets Ernest Scared Stupid?
Yep.
It fits my draft, so I'm okay with it.
Uh-huh.
I know it does.
But it would be better if you gave it to Dustin because that is opposite of his draft.
It doesn't matter. Whoever gets it wins.
So
it's an incredible movie.
I am going to take Jason.
Okay.
And I'm going to swap him with Dustin.
Oh, thank
you. You're giving me. I mean, that's fine because nobody's taking my last pick anyway.
That's why I think. I listen. You've been doing your own thing over there. I knew it wouldn't affect you that much anyway.
All right, so
nothing can be as bad as George's last round pick in the fictional means of transportation draft.
And I didn't want to screw Justin.
I wouldn't have felt welcome if I didn't get screwed once, So
no, you didn't. You're not screwed at all. You get the first pick in the last round because of George, but George still needs to make a pick here. Okay. He's short on time to get to Home Depot, so I'm going to move this draft along.
I'm going to have to stop at Home Depot in the morning at this point.
I knew we were going to do it.
It's dark outside. I don't drive out.
No, listen, ask Jason. He knows. Home Depot is literally up the street from me. I could be there in 5 minutes. I'm going to go with a movie that when I watched it as a kid, not even as a kid, really, I was a teenager. Jason, that's not what I said. That's not what I wanted.
Oh.
I'm not typing that. Justin's typing that. That one's Justin.
So I watched it as a teenager. It was recorded here in Central Florida. Jason, do you know the name of the movie?
It's Blair Witch, right?
It is the Blair Witch Project.
Ooh.
Give me that one. That movie was, when it came out, it was one of the creepiest.
Oh, that was so big.
Person type movies ever. It was phenomenal.
I think that kicked off the documentary style movies, the fake documentary style. Yeah. Yep. A lot of horror movies are made that way now.
Also, the shaky cam. That
totally.
Filmed in Orlando by UCF students.
Yeah, that movie was made with $25,000, and it ended up grossing well over $200 million.
We need to do a movie like that. The ToiletsToTitles Witch Project.
That sounds disgusting.
So I am going to make this pick here, and then I'm not going to pick for a long time. I am going to take the 1991 version of The Addams Family.
Nice. Cool beans. On my list.
And I got a good while to wait now. So, Dustin, you sir, are up.
If you're still here.
We lost Dustin, so...
Dustin's frozen, but Dustin, you're up if you're in the chat. So how's the game going?
Tampa is still up 10-3, and it looks like the Ravens are about to kick a field goal.
So this is stepping up then, huh? Oh,
seems to be.
Great pick, Dustin.
What was that? Oh,
Dustin picked Pet Cemetery. Yep.
Cool beans. We should, at the end of this, we should count how many Stephen King stories are up here.
Yeah.
All right. It is George's last pick.
It's on me already?
It is. Oh no, wait, sorry. It's on Joe.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm gonna go. My last one. I'm just gonna round out my list. I'm gonna go with Rosemary's Baby.
Ooh, good one.
The 1968 classic.
That was creepy.
It was creepy.
You seen that one yet? We need to watch that one. All right. Next is George.
So it's back to me. This is fantastic. So I'm going to go with another movie that I thoroughly enjoyed. I've seen it at least 3 or 4 times. It is a classic. We kind of mocked it a little bit earlier to start the show, but it is still one of the best movies. And that's Silence of the Lambs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wait, since Justin, you said if we all voted that it doesn't count, we could just tell him he can't pick that, right?
That's fine. I've got another one ready to go.
You know what? It's always up there for like top horror movies, and I never got that because to me it's not a horror movie; it's a thriller. But it's always up there for like scariest movies, like top 10 scariest movies. I never get that, but
yeah. And Jason, to your point, I think it's kind of like my my Gremlins pick. I feel like if we allow him to pick again, he might make his team better. So
that's true.
No, I would pick a movie that you wouldn't believe I picked, to be honest.
Silence of the Lambs 2?
No.
So I get the last pick in this crap show of a draft. Now, I do want to mention on Twitter, this is going to be like best Halloween / scary. It's not going to say just scary because this was supposed to be the best Halloween themed movies, right?
I picked this movie for you.
I mean, I don't want...
It's not official unless I get it right. How's that?
Okay, because you're probably not going to get it, but go ahead.
Is it The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown?
I actually really hated that movie.
So
it's not
really
Creepy Halloween.
That is great.
It is a very good Halloween movie. It would kind of go with I'm going to go with the Sixth Sense though.
Yep, it's on my list.
It's not a Halloween scary movie.
It's a paranormal movie.
No one's not.
He's a ghost the whole time.
Can I change mine to Fight Club?
But you know what? That's
not a ghost.
That's his imagination.
Guys. Hey, my wife is freaking out right now because I don't know. What are you trying to say?
Nobody took one of the most popular Halloween movies.
What is it?
Hocus Pocus.
Oh yeah, that's crap.
Well, yeah, because we're not women.
She was saying that
because we're not women.
Yeah, it's very popular among all of the women. That's why none of us thought about it. But honestly, we should have taken it for the votes.
What's that? Hocus Pocus?
Hocus Pocus, yeah.
Gandalf doesn't do it just for the votes. Gandalf just rolls his own way.
I thought she was going to complain.
10 rounds, Hocus Pocus would have been. I would have drafted it.
Yeah, maybe. When I was debating on the Lost Boys, and the one that I kept saying that I was going to take that nobody else would probably really care about it's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and then somebody mentioned it a moment ago. So that's
a good one.
Number 4 on my list, and I didn't take it because I was playing the votes.
There is one that I meant to take that I would have taken over the Sixth Sense if I hadn't screwed up.
Hold on. Hey, so do we want to go 10 rounds? Because I don't have to go to Home Depot now.
I mean, I'm cool with it. I just gave away one of my big upcoming picks, but I'm cool with it if you guys are.
Well, if we're going 10 rounds, then the wheel's back on.
The wheel is back.
Dustin, I'm taking Hocus Pocus
on your internet.
So why don't we do this? We will all agree Hocus Pocus is off the table because it was already been mentioned. And we can also take off The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
I mean, listen, somebody can take The Great Pumpkin. It doesn't matter. And by the way, the fact that we all have wieners means none of us were taking Hocus Pocus.
You know what? I will. No, never mind. I don't want to say that because I like my team too much.
You were going to spin the wheel?
Yeah.
Whoa, nice catch.
Everybody has to spin the wheel in round 9, but
Evans just made a really nice catch.
Yeah, like triple covered too.
Yeah.
It was a nice pass by Tom Brady.
It was. It was beautiful.
Oh, there was a push off. That explains it.
All right, so I believe Dustin would then be up next.
Yeah, is Dustin still with us? I see a black. Oh, nope, never mind. No longer a black screen or any screen. Dustin, if you're still there, we're gonna try to go 2 more rounds, if you'd like.
I'm gonna post and see if Dustin's still around.
Ooh, Brady goes down.
That's always fun.
He's holding his knee.
And his ankle.
Yeah.
No, he's not. I'm watching the game.
Oh, wait a second. Holding his wallet.
The card's coming out.
He's writing an alimony check.
He's holding his wallet because
man, he looks like. Has he been eating? He looks like he's been losing way too much weight. He looks emaciated.
He's getting divorced.
So somebody needs to
You think he'd be eating pizzas?
Tom Brady and force feed him cheeseburgers.
Yeah, seriously. That guy needs to go to Waffle House or something.
I mean, do we just want to give Dustin Hocus Pocus?
Yeah, sure.
And
the great pumpkin Charlie Brown.
Tell you what, yeah, we'll do that as a placeholder, and then if he chimes in and wants something else, then we will give him something else.
I mean, it fits so much with the rest of his draft. The style. I might, if we go too much longer, I'm going to actually have to take scary movies.
So that means I'm up, and I'm going with the wheel again, Justin. Give me that, or Jason, give me the wheel.
Oh, Brady just went down again?
I know, and he should have let the ball go because
I didn't. I
Evans
looked up.
wide open.
Wow, no, I just looked up. I thought it was replay at first. Holy shit.
If there was the fourth quarter and there was like 2 minutes left, that would have been a flag for breathing near the quarterback.
All right,
Yeah,
so
right.
I shuffled 3 times, and we're getting ready to spin, guys.
Okay. I'm going to watch the replay of Tom Brady going down. Yes, it's even great in slow-mo.
Swap 4th-round picks with Joe.
Which one's my 4th-round pick? Oh.
Joe's like
you and Joe, buddy. You and Joe.
No, it's mostly me. Like everything on that wheel has involved me.
Which one's that? Oh, you couldn't take back. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. All right.
No, that is 4th round, isn't it?
No, it's 4th round is Evil Dead and Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh
thought.
no.
Oh, no.
Two things I've never even seen.
That's your 3rd and 4th round pick.
Joe, I'm sorry, man. I had no control over it.
Hey, Joe,
It's all right, man.
As far as the picks go, with our demographic of our Twitter followers, I think Killer Clowns will probably get you more votes.
I'm kind of sad I don't still
I'm
have
sure
that.
you're right. I don't
All
care
right.
about the votes. I care about the quality.
No, you don't.
I care about the quality.
All right, George, so you've got to pick a movie here anyway.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with American Werewolf in London.
Oh, that was my next pick. I might as well just spin the wheel.
Oh, he's going to try to get one back.
Don't worry, Joe.
Well,
on every one of those.
It can't go anywhere. It can't get any worse.
My name is on every one of those tiles, Joe. So we're going to get a forced trade somewhere. Trust me. You're good.
Okay,
good.
I'm adding it to the stream after that play. I'm going to shuffle, and then I'm going to spin the wheel.
Yeah, that was my next pick, American Werewolf in London.
Swap 4th-round picks with Dustin.
There you
You've
go.
lost
the movie I gave.
It's gotta be better than.
Did you say
Killer
Dustin?
Zombies in Outer Space?
Dustin.
Oh, thank you.
Killer Clowns with Outer Space have been on everybody's team but Justin's at this point.
And it was probably really high on my, or not probably, it was really high on my list. But I definitely wanted Saul over that, so I'm glad you didn't say Justin.
All right, I'll take Saw. That was a good movie.
No, you got the Centipede, Joe.
What did I get? Oh, even worse. See, I even lost. I spin the wheel and I lost.
Well, you still have to pick your 9th-round pick.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will take. You know what? I'm gonna go with. That's a good movie too. I'm gonna go with The Thing, the 1982 version with Kurt Russell.
There you go. Classic.
Would that count, or is that an alien movie and it doesn't count?
No,
No,
it counts.
absolutely it counts. I have aliens on my list.
Yeah, that was up there too for me.
All right. So
In the wheel.
no, I like my team too much.
Spin that wheel.
Huh. I do not want a piece of any of your guys' teams.
You don't want any of my team?
I mean, Child's Play was great.
I'm gonna win this draft, by the way.
All right, let's. All right, we're gonna go classic again. We're gonna go Night of the Living Dead.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh, Justin, can you do me a favor after you enter your pick there? Next to the thing, can you put in parentheses 1982? Because there's a few versions of it.
For mine?
No, for the thing. Can you put in parentheses 1982?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. Just to clarify.
Justin commented he wanted Pet Sematary. Okay, we got it. Never mind.
So unless somebody said, unless somebody chose a second of the same thing, I was just gonna leave it, and then you just kind of hope that the voters would vote for the one that, like in their mind, the one that they thought was best in their head. So that's
nope. We're going with what's in Gandalf's head.
Oh,
they're not allowed to interpret. I'm not leaving anything open to interpretation.
It could be because you don't care about the votes. I keep forgetting about that.
That's right. I go with my heart. I go with quality.
I like it.
All right, I am taking Edward Scissorhands with my next pick.
Good pick.
You should have spun the wheel, Jason.
No, I'm spinning the wheel next.
You can't. It's the last round.
Oh, well, hold on. I'm spinning the wheel.
Oh, you're so lucky my computer froze because once it's on the board, it's on the board. So you got lucky. Go ahead.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Whammy, whammy, whammy.
I'm going to take the Ravens. The Ravens are going to score next.
Oh, look at that. So it says, correctly guess which team scores next, and you get 2 picks. It's no good. He blocked it.
Damn it.
With your next round pick, you will lose the last round pick to make up for it. But choose incorrectly, and you lose your next round's pick, and you get 2 picks in the final round. So here's the thing.
We don't know who's going to score next.
Round anyway, and we want to wrap this thing up. So
you want me to spin again?
Spin again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Go ahead, spin again. Because we said if we couldn't do it, we would just spin again. So that makes sense. I was go ahead.
If they hadn't blocked it, that would have been cheating. But it's fine.
That was actually perfect timing.
It really was. All right. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Spin.
Did you clear that one off, or are we gonna get it again?
I did. I removed it.
Your next round pick must be swapped with Georgia's next round pick.
Well, okay, fine.
Now that's next round pick, so that's the 10th round. So you still get to make your pick this round.
So it's gonna be Edward Scissorhands for me. We're going back to where we started, and then it's George's turn.
Yes. So I'm just want to point out that every time that wheel has been spun with forced trades and whatnot, almost every single time it's come up with me. I feel like the wheel is loaded against me, even though I will continue to spin it at every opportunity.
And you keep winning with it.
I don't know, Joe. I don't know about that. There's some movies that I would still rather have that I had to send away. But for
that's a
final pick.
And I'm so glad that the wheel is done. I was dodging those bullets.
Your name wasn't on there for any of them, so you didn't have to worry about dodging them. So for my final pick, I'm gonna go with I wanted to pick a Frankenstein movie. So I'm gonna go with
The Bride of Frankenstein.
The Bride.
Yeah.
The 1935 James Whale directed Bride of Frankenstein.
All right. Now, Jason, just so you know, you made fun of my Night of the Living Dead pick by snoring, I believe. Was that you? Yeah,
that was me.
If you look at Rotten Tomatoes, it's one of the highest rated movies of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I slept through it. It was good.
All right.
Anything that lets me sleep.
Oh, I guess I'm up next because you guys swapped, so it would be me next.
Yep.
So I probably should have been paying attention. Man, so many good ones still. I want to go 2 more rounds.
Oh, hey, can I change my pick? Because technically, no, it's already on the board. Never mind.
It's on the board.
It's on the board. Never mind. I had one I really wanted to pick, and I just seen it on the list.
All right, I got my pick. We're gonna go. We're gonna go with suspense. It's the theme song. Every time you hear it, your heart starts pounding, and you get the sweats. You think of it in your head, like random times you're swimming in the ocean and you think of Jaws.
I'm okay.
That's a scary movie. That'll get you. I have a lot of the one-word scary movies. Well, I guess there are a lot of one. We all do. There's a lot of one-word scary movies. Joe,
I'm up next. All right. I'm gonna end it with
Don't say you're gonna end it. We might go 2 more rounds, Joe.
Oh, Gandalf is calling the quits, guys.
Gandalf's got a full bladder.
Gandalf has been drinking iced coffee the whole time. He's got to go.
Nurses have been calling him back for a while.
Here is a really good made-for-TV horror movie from, I think it's 1981. I love it. When I was just scrolling for my last movie, I decided to go with this one, and it's called Dark Night of the Scarecrow. Check it out. It's a good one. With Charles Durning. Dark Night of the Scarecrow.
I thought you were going to go with The Burning or Dead and Buried.
Oh, you know what? It's funny that you said there was another movie called made-for-TV movie. I was actually watching it the other night. I think 1976 called Burnt Offerings. And that's actually you remember that? That was a good movie, Burnt Offerings. That was good.
I was born 4 years later, Joe. That's my time frame.
They used to make pretty good made-for-TV movies back then. Those were fun.
Mr. Irrelevant. And I mean the pick, not you, Jason.
I mean, it's fun. I'm going to take Blade. Wesley Snipes.
Wow, that's the first, really bad pick before it. All right. I really liked your team up until that point, Jason.
I like that movie. I'm happy with it. I was thinking about Morbius just for the lulz.
Yeah, you should have. Oh, Lori said Lori's really pissed off that we missed some of these, so she's putting them in the chat. I guess they're big deals here. So one of them I was thinking that I really wanted to add.
Damn it, Rocky Horror Picture Show was the one.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That's on there.
Yeah, Children of the Corn's up there. Just wasn't one of my personal favorite, and I've never heard of Sinister. Well, I have heard of Sinister, but the Babadook.
Oh yeah,
Lori, have you?
Oh God, Hereditary. You're right. Oh my God.
Lori, have you ever done a Rocky Horror Picture Show live?
Have you ever done a Rocky Horror Picture Show live? We'll look into it later.
It's good. It's good stuff.
Oh, Jessica Reed is chiming in with Casper the Friendly Ghost. I did think of that before, Jessica. Then I just wanted to go with stuff that scared the crap out of me personally.
Casper mattresses, if they want to sponsor.
They'd be a good sponsor.
Well, I was wondering when both King Kong and Godzilla were taken. Neither one of them were taken.
Yeah, understandable.
But none of the classics, none of the real extreme classics, like
Dracula wasn't taken.
Dracula or the Phantom of the Opera, the Blob, Invisible Man, Mummy, Wolfman,
Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing, yep.
Final Destination. Yeah, that would have been a good one.
Let's see.
Paranormal Activity. That was kind of like after the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, that was good.
Started doing those types of movies.
I like those.
And then Little Shop of Horrors. That was one of them I was thinking when I was thinking comedy. I was shocked Jason didn't take that one.
Yeah. Let's see. No, there's a lot out there. There are a lot.
Arachnophobia.
Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods. That's good.
Let's see.
House of Black.
Stuff.
That was great.
Yep.
28 Days Later was pretty good.
Silent Hill. Oh, The Hills Have Eyes.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Sleepy Hollow.
Yo, Sleepy Hollow. That was a good one.
Interview with the Vampire.
Uh-huh.
I did think of that one.
Little Shop of Horrors.
This wasn't scary to me, though.
Justin just mentioned that one.
What about April Fool's Day? Did you guys ever see that one?
Oh, I got one. You guys had The Leprechaun.
I thought about that one numerous times.
How in the hell is that not on my list? My God, how did I not?
It sounds like a Justin movie.
I'm the Leprechaun.
It's unbelievable. That probably would have been like my second pick. What the hell? How did I not think of this?
I thought about it 3 times, but I'm like,
Yeah.
Justin, I'll let you switch one of yours if you let me switch my last pick for Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I even did. Listen to this. I even did for my fantasy football league, my home league one year. I did limericks as a way to announce the players in our league before their first round pick because of the Leprechaun.
So let's go one more round. Let's do this.
The old man's got to get to bed.
Oh, there's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. That's another classic.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And I just want to give a shout out to another movie I do love, and I didn't pick it, though, and that's called The Changeling. That's a horror movie from 1980. Good movie.
That was great.
All right, guys. Gandalf is out of here.
Hey, appreciate you, Joey and Gandalf. You guys are awesome.
I had such a good time, and I damn that wheel to hell. I hate that wheel. All right, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you soon, and happy Halloween. Take care, everyone.
Bye, Joe.
Later, all.
The Gremlins are listed on all lists of amazing Halloween movies.
Yeah.
If there's more than about 50 or so on the list.
It's a really nice Christmas movie.
It was on Gremlins. Honestly, was on my it was on my list for scary movies. Another one we didn't do was the Candyman. That was a good one.
Yep. All right, so the scary draft part is done, so I'm taking this wig off.
Well, so we are at halftime. Buccaneers up 10-3. Bucks get the ball, start the second half.
Tom Brady throws an interception.
Probably. He hasn't looked good this game. Now,
it's a game. I mean, to be honest, nobody's looked good this game.
We're potentially getting what was our centers? We're supposed to be getting our center back sometime in November.
Jurgens or whatever his name is?
No, I forgot. Jensen.
Yeah,
so if we get Jensen back in November and we can kick our current center back out to guard, I think we're going to be in much better shape. And that offensive line will be back.
Here's the thing, though. Like, if you look at how much pressure Tom Brady has faced this year versus last year, he's actually had more pressure last year than this year.
So it's not true. Here's the thing. Tom Brady, so by the numbers, it's true, but the difference, no, that's not the case.
It's not true, but if you go by the numbers, it's true.
No, look at the amount of time he holds onto the ball last year versus this year. It's much shorter this year.
That's not
it's much shorter this year. He's getting rid of the ball much shorter depth of target, so he doesn't face that pressure from the bad line, which means he's not making good choices down the field when there's wide open guys, because he's having to get rid of the ball because the offensive line is much worse this year. So you can say, yeah, he got more pressure last year, but that's because last year he felt free to hold on to the ball for as long as he wanted. So, like, by the numbers, it's one of those things where the numbers can say whatever you want them to say, but that doesn't actually paint the accurate picture.
And this portion of the Sunday Draft Show is brought to you by Shitty Excuses.
It's not. I mean, it's not. It's not excuses. He's saying he's doing like he's got he's pressured less this year. His offensive line is worse this year.
And it's true.
His offensive line is worse this year. You're saying they're playing better. That's not the case.
That's not what I said.
You said he's facing more pressure.
I said if you look at the numbers, Tom Brady is being pressured less this year than he was last year. I didn't say the line was playing better. I just said he's being pressured less. Don't put words in my mouth. That's not what I said.
Okay, so the reason for that, the football reason for that.
You just said why the reason for that was.
Right.
But don't say that I said he's playing better and the line's playing better. That's not it. I never once said that.
So like I said.
That's how you wanted to hear it. It's not what I said, but it's how you wanted to hear
it. Lori's saying Giselle's pressuring more than last year. That's probably true.
That's 100% true.
I mean, honestly, she has more money than him. He stands to gain some cash.
Can always count on the side or you and Laverne and Shirley. I don't get it, Rich. Yeah, you can, Rich. You can count on us to argue. So, all right. Well, second half just kicked off. I'm going to pull a Gandalf and disappear.
Right on.
So Gandalf was talking about he'd been drinking iced coffee, and I know we're allowed to cuss. $20 says Gandalf went to take a shit.
So, Rich, I see you commenting. This is what I dressed up as, Rich. I actually did have a costume for the show.
The other face is scarier.
Probably. I get more candy with that one too. But this.
Oh, so we got to do it. Best and worst candy, Justin. Favorite and least favorite.
Oh wow!
Everybody knows the best one is the candy corn.
Yeah, candy corn's absolutely the worst. That's for sure.
No, that's the best. And then black licorice, and then I want those peanut butter wrapped ones. They come in black and yellow and orange. Those are my top three.
Well, I said Justin. So thanks, Justin.
Yep.
So best and worst. You said best is candy corn.
Oh, he left. No, yeah. Worst for me is absolutely the worst is candy corn. And you hear people talking, they try to justify it, and they're like, no. You have to only eat the orange part, or you have to only eat the white part, or whatever.
It's all the same.
Yeah, it's all wax. It's all nasty wax, right? Man, the best. You got to go with the pumpkin-shaped Reese's Cups.
Yeah. So look, I'm a fruit, like I like fruit candies versus chocolate candy. So like mine would probably be Spree. But if it was going to be a chocolate candy, my favorite would be the pumpkin Reese's, because they actually use real peanut butter, real chocolate in that versus like the regular Reese's Pieces cup. There's too much chocolate, not enough peanut butter in those. So, pumpkin. And then my least favorite, I'm okay with candy corn. You know what I don't like is those little spongy peanuts. The orange like peanut.
Oh
candies.
Yeah, they're kind of like
the Peeps of Halloween.
Yeah, but they're actually like they're different. They're a little bit different texture than Peeps, but yeah, I see where you're going with that.
Yeah, they're terrible. All right, so George is back.
Cut out altogether. I was just joking, but thanks for popping back on to talk candy.
Yeah,
Reese's Pieces, by the way, is a solid choice there too.
So, what are we doing? Favorite Halloween candy?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with, and it's out of the box, but it is probably my all-time favorite candy. Twizzlers, just the regular cherry Twizzlers. Those are my absolute favorite. I love me some Twizzlers.
So let me ask, what's your opinion on Red Vine?
Red Vine is what I order when I order Twizzlers from Wish. I get Red Vine.
This Rich's favorite is like grocery store cookies or something. I don't know what he I don't get.
I don't know if somebody put a grocery store cookie in my trick or treat bag, I'm punching them square in the nuts.
I don't.
He likes sugar cookies with orange frosting, is what he likes.
Must be an Oklahoma thing. I don't know what he's talking about. Unless I do remember like seeing Oreos that were covered in an orange covering once.
No, he's talking about like a sugar cookie with orange frosting and like a ghost painted on it or whatever.
Yep.
Oh, so
yeah,
like
nobody wants
that stuff that you put together in 4th grade with the
Yes, exactly right.
Oh,
yeah, the kind that yeah.
Whew. All right.
So let me ask you this, Jason, Justin, what's your underrated Halloween candy?
Hey, well, real quick before we answer that, I want to say it now so Rich can put it in the comments. If that's your favorite, I've got to hear what your least favorite is. So, what candy are you throwing away when you open?
Well, he's like, my next favorite thing is broccoli.
I like it when I get a toothbrush.
The lady with the apples is amazing.
The dentist gives me dental floss.
I've got two underrateds, but I'll only do one, and then we can see if it gets back. The 100 grand bars. Nobody ever mentions them, but they're like my favorite thing.
Yeah, Lori knows that's one of my favorites. I love them. An underrated one for me would be, because it's not really fruity and it's not chocolate, but it's kind of fruity. But it's kind of like its own thing, and that's the gummy bears.
No, those are fruity, 100%.
Well, sort of.
I mean, they're fruit flavored candy. It says it right on the bag. Fruit flavored
but they're
candy.
shaped like bears.
But fruity bears.
Yeah, but if they were shaped like fruit, then they would be fruity. But instead, they're more berry.
By the way, our viewer count has gone up since we started talking candy. We should have done a candy draft.
Oh no! I mean, we can do candy draft anytime.
Yeah, that's true.
So, George, what's your underrated one? And then I got one more that I didn't talk about.
So I forget what they're called, but I think they're called Dobbs, or
dots.
They're like, what's that?
Are they dots? The like little
dots,
wax,
yes.
the little
Dots.
fruity.
Yes,
yeah, I like
dots.
those. I'm a big fan of
dots.
those too.
That's kind of like Gummy Bear's little annoying cousin.
Yeah, you better have a toothpick.
Yeah, I like this one right here. Rich, I hand out Frito-Lay chips to all my triggers. You know what? I $20 says that he's not lying to us.
But you know the problem with that is they go into the bag and they get all broken. You're not giving away. You're not giving away chips. You're giving away crumbs.
No, he's not even giving away chips or crumbs. He's giving away bags of air.
That's what Lori just said. Yep.
So the other one,
you get the bag of chips, and there's like a quarter of the bag of chips, and the rest of it's just.
Hey, I want you all to know. I want you to look down at the comment down there below. It says nerds. She says she likes nerds. For all of you other fellow fantasy football nerds out there that have never been able to bag a woman, we all have a chance. There are girls out there that like nerds.
Look at my reply to her.
Do we want to tell him? She meant the candy, Justin. She tolerates you, but she likes the candy.
So my next most underrated candy is the Sweeties, the roll of the Sweeties.
Oh,
Sweet tart. Or sweetie. Okay, no, sweetie.
Yeah, not sweet tarts, but like sweet. So unlike the version that you get on Valentine's Day that have the words on it that taste like chalk, Sweeties are actually really delicious.
Right.
They are.
There's a complete difference. I don't know. I don't get it. But did you guys ever hear the rumors growing up about the different candies that had glass in them from your local neighborhood?
Oh, or like a knife blade or whatever?
Yeah, like it was always be careful of this candy. So the news would come on and say, this year you're all putting this into this type of candy or whatever. So the one that sticks out to me are those Sweeties. For whatever reason, I remember seeing on the news that somebody was crushing little tiny chunks of glass and putting them, like, because you could open up the Sweeties and then roll it back up tight. And they were lining it inside it like it had one bust on the end or something, so that the kids go in there and eat the little pieces of glass.
You guys are driving my wife crazy. She said that they're called Smarties, not Sweeties.
Well, you gotta, yeah. Well, we're not smart. We're smart. We're Sweeties.
So the other thing is, Almond Joy's awful coconut shit and candy.
Yeah. Lori is definitely, she's a librarian. Like, not really, but she may as well be.
And a fat guy food tip here by Rich. Appreciate that.
He's one big paper away from her second master's degree. Chips.
Yeah, I'm not a chips. That's not a Halloween thing. I'd rather get a ruler.
Hey, don't run Rich off.
I'd rather get a ruler, I think.
So I've got another question for you guys. What is the one candy that is universally accepted as good that you can't tolerate? And I don't want to hear almond joys or whatnot, because those are not universally accepted as good.
Name a candy that has marshmallow in it, and it's that.
Malo bars or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say.
I don't know if those are universally accepted though.
I'm at Tootsie Rolls.
Peeps.
Nobody likes Peeps. Tootsie Rolls, George.
Tootsie Rolls, good one. What's going on, Rich?
What's up,
I think
fella?
Rich came on to defend his chipness.
Hey, I will be the first to say that people enjoy the chips more than the candy. When I open that door and they see me handing, the smiles on those kids' faces is just amazing.
Yeah, but when they get home and they open the bag and it's nothing but chip crumbs because it's been rattling around with all the candy smashing it.
I guarantee they're eating that stuff as they're walking away. And you know what? If they get home and the chips are smashed, you know what? It's even better to eat it that way.
Hey, so I'm willing to bet, so when you were younger, you knew which house every year gave out the king size or the full size candy bar, right?
Yeah.
Like you knew which houses those were.
Just like you knew which house left the bowl on its front porch.
Yes. So you know that the people that live around Rich knows this is the house that gives out the chips. And I'll tell you what, I'm not going to lie. I would go to his house more than once if I could.
For sure. You got the salty and the sweet. The salty and the sweet. It's a beautiful combination.
Yep. I'm not gonna crap on the chips. I think the chips is a great idea. It's different.
Jason's a lone wolf on this one.
That's fine.
I did it for the first time about 3 years ago, and I think I've gotten better results from that. And it actually, they go freaking quicker too, man. It's amazing. And they only have to do one bag at a time. You don't have to grab a handful of candy to toss into their bags.
Hey, if any of you guys still have your business cards left over from Canton, just saying, might drop some of those. Well, not in the bags because that would be stupid. Kids aren't going to watch this show. But maybe hand it to the dads. I'm going to.
So I agree with Lori on this one. It is universally accepted that Twizzlers are good, and she says she's not a fan of them. That's fine.
Yeah.
My actual favorite candy, I think I put in the chat, is the gummy flavored Lifesavers.
Yeah, that's a great pick. Yep.
Especially the ones with like the powdered sugar, the sour powdered sugar on it.
Ooh, Sour Patch Kids. Those are good.
Those are good. Whatever happened to Warheads?
My son still eats them.
Yeah, so does mine.
They're still out there. They're not.
You gotta go to the dollar store to get them though, Jason.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but if you go to the dollar store and get a variety pack with a bunch of different candies in it, it's usually like 8 of them in that bag. And you don't
pear flavored Jelly Bellies. Best flavor out there.
Pear flavored Jelly Bellies?
Yeah.
Pear with the P, not hair.
No, pear.
I know what he said. I'm interested. I'm on the fence on it, but I'm interested. Like, I'm not walking away saying that's gross, but I'm not like, damn, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing and got to run to the store to try this either.
So pears are funny because like you can get, if you get a good pear, pears are delicious. Yes. But the odds of getting a good pear are so low. And there's a touchdown from Jackson, but against the Bucs, so I'm happy and sad at the same time.
Hey, you're right though. Baltimore was the next team to score.
I get to switch picks with somebody. I don't know.
Here's another combination I really like. I love Milk Duds with popcorn. I know you don't get the popcorn unless you make it yourself when you get home, but
or at the movies.
The combination, yeah, Milk Duds with popcorn. I'm saying on Halloween you don't normally get popcorn. Although those little balls of popcorn or even.
I mean, listen, I have to say that it sounds like something Frito would give away. Bags of popcorn.
No.
That's it. No.
I like popcorn, but if I'm not a big popcorn guy, but if I'm going to eat popcorn, do it with Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, Lori just said that.
I feel like you and my wife.
I didn't even see that.
If you haven't tried it yet, try the Smart Food popcorn that Frito has. It's very good.
Are we sponsored by Frito yet?
He's putting that stuff in the bags. I'm telling you.
we need to send this clip to the Frito company.
Hey, every time I have events and everything, the first thing I do, because every time we have to go around and we have to introduce ourselves and give a crazy thing about someone that they wouldn't know about us. And the thing I always say is, I work with a group of guys. We do podcasts, and I make everybody get their phones out, and I always make them go on and subscribe. Did I lose you guys, or what happened?
No, I was just spinning the wheel for fun. So sorry, I was just reading on it.
Oh, I think you might have muted me because I was trying to talk back to Rich there, but
no, you keep muting. I don't know what happens there.
Yeah, see, you mute again.
Well, then it's George because he's the one that's not saying anything.
Neckbone McGrizzle says chili cheese dog. I don't know what that's about.
So what's funny is I'm on the laptop now, so I can mess with Justin and stuff like that. But if we were to do, and we're still recording and broadcasting and whatnot, but if I guarantee if I had.
So yeah, chili cheese dog for sure. Like I know we're not talking candy, but still great food. If we're just talking foods in general, and I'm not the one that muted you, I just took advantage of the opportunity.
I don't even know if he knew he was muted. Oh, don't take Justin off the stream. Don't take Justin off the stream. It'll take him.
See, I don't even know if when I'm talking I'm muted or not now.
What are we doing? We're rotating.
Yeah, Frito-Lay, baby. ToiletsToTitles. We're coming for you.
We're losing followers right and left.
All right. Yeah, this will be the first show. This will be the first show where the subscriber count goes down.
I don't know what a Neckbone McGrizzle is, but I love the username. Let me throw that out there first.
I mean, even the username sounds like a good snack.
Second, Neckbone, I need you to do me a favor. If you're still watching, which you probably are. Type in the comments, I'm a T2T fanatic, and give us a way to get a hold of you. We'll enter you into a drawing for a $100 Fanatics gift card.
Forgot all about that. Yeah, you got a chance to win a $100 Fanatics gift card if it's live on the show like this. We'll get you entered in.
I'm surprised Uncle Steve hasn't commented. This is probably the first show he hasn't.
Well, that's because John told him on Tuesday he's capped out at 10. So he has 10.
Okay.
Yeah, he already had his 10.
Guys, I just got home from work, so I just wanted to jump on and kind of give my theory for Frito-Lay chips. You guys should try it.
Yeah, it was fun. Hey, did we miss any movies? Did you happen to see the movie draft? If we missed any, you got any throw out there?
No, I guess I missed that part of it. What was it?
It was our scary movie draft. We did that for the first half of the football game, but that's all right. If you missed it, don't worry about it. We'll let you get to the family, man. Appreciate you coming on.
All right. If I'm going to say a scary movie that where me and my son are going to watch is Terrifier 2.
Okay, well, that's not one that was picked, but right on.
All right.
I'm proud of you.
Terrifier 2.
Y'all have a good night.
Take it easy.
Good night. Oh, boy.
So should we take
Terrifier? So Terrifier 2 is the Frito-Lays of candies. Like Terrifier 2 it's to scary movies what Frito-Lay is to candies, right?
It's the Gremlins of scary movies is what you're saying.
I'm not saying it's a Christmas movie.
Or Halloween movies, I guess I should say. Because it's definitely a scary.
George's internet is back.
Yeah, Dustin's gone, so George got his internet back.
Yeah, I'm leaving. You guys have a great night. Have a fantastic evening.
You too. Julio Jones got a catch. Looks like he hurt himself.
One last time. I wanted to remove the guys from the stream one last time before I log out. Thank you for joining us at ToiletsToTitles. Oh, I was going to actually do the outro.
We're not. And I swear to you, I'm gonna. No, we are. I'm going to stay on until the end of the game. This is supposed to be a reaction video, but anybody that wants to go back and watch this later as a reaction video is going to see that we did not talk about the game at all in the first half, and they're going to put.
I did. Man, Tom, come on. He was open. He's mad about something, but you missed him, Tom.
That's the way Tom Brady is. Always blaming other people. Even though he really should blame other people for all his Super Bowls, too. I'm probably muted again, aren't I?
No, you're on. But I was gonna go. I was gonna go watch the second half in the living room where I have a big screen. So are you staying on?
Yeah, probably. Well, I mean, it just depends if we actually have viewers or not. Maybe not. But
Looks like we got a couple.
Yep, I don't blame you. I pulled all of my recording stuff into the living room so that I could watch this on the big screen.
Oh no, I'm watching it on my wife's office computer, but she's got a 27-inch monitor. It's not terrible, but and I can probably get rid of the wheel of consequences now. Make this a little bigger.
Oh, I'm gonna let the dogs out.
Who?
Never mind. My son's got it.
Well, I am gonna jump off here, Justin. I'm gonna go watch the game on the big screen.
Right on, man. Enjoy the game. Hopefully your Bucks cannot pull it off.
I appreciate that, bud. Hey, look, it could be worse. I could be the Colts.
Well, I mean, you could definitely have their quarterback situation. That would be worse for sure.
Like if we benched Tom and started Kyle Trask, I might still be happy with our situation over yours.
Yeah. Hey, Ellinger's actually going to be able to run the ball though, so he'll be able to move the offense that way. It's just that he won't be able to move it with his arm, so it still means that we're not going to move.
I mean, I was going to say, is your coach going to allow him to run because he doesn't let Jonathan Taylor do that?
It's true. It's very true. Very true.
Have a good night, Lori. I can hear you in the background laughing. Have a good night too. Anybody who watches this later, you guys have a good time too. See you later.
Have a good night.
Vote for me on Twitter.
Vote for Pedro.
Exactly.
And actually, you know what? I'm glad that he brought that up because we have to. I got to put these to a vote. For those of you that are still watching, I've got. There's 5 of us, and we can only vote for 4 at a time on Twitter. So it means I got to break these up into 2 groups. So we're going to do a group of 3 and a group of 2, and we'll go by percentages on who advances. So I'm going to create a new random wheel and spin it, and it'll have our 5 names on there. And we'll spin, and the 2 that I spin will be in a group together, and the other 3 will be in a group together. Of course, Tom Brady all ticked off on the sidelines, bumming, pouting, wishing he had retired. Let's see, we've got names in here. All right, we got a run to the left side. Nice little gain there. Pick up the first down for Devin Duvernay. That was a sweep there. All right. Need to share my screen. All right. Looks like I am. Well, there we go. All right, now we got the wheel up, so I'm just going to spin 2. The 2 that I spin together here are going to be together in the Twitter poll. I'm going to shuffle it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So the first of the 2 will be the stream is really bad with my internet whenever I pull up the wheel, so just waiting for it to stop spinning. This is horrible. Get the charger. All right, Joe. Joe will be one of the 2. Remove Joe here. Shuffle 3 times again. And then I'll spin it again. So Joe will be with Lamar Jackson right up the middle. Another nice little catch. Nice little run. Shaking some tackles for Isaiah Likely. Justin. All right. So me and Joey will be together in the draft. Yeah. All right. Lamar Jackson dropped back to pass. He's about midfield. Scrambling and sacked for a loss of 1 yard. Still a 10-10 tie. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Last time I did one of these was Thursday Night Football, Colts and the Ravens, when the Colts had a huge lead in the second half, and the coach decided to quit running the football. And even with the lead, he still chose to throw. We'll never understand the Colts system, or at least Frank Reich's system. And because of that, he allowed the Ravens to come back and win that game. So that was thrilling. So if the Ravens win this one, they'll be 2-0 on my Thursday night specials. Man, another first down. They got it rolling now. This is what I thought we would see this entire game. Justice Hill with a probably 12, 13-yard first down. They keep this up, they might blow this open in the second half. Very true. Very true, McGrizzle. Gus Edwards, man, I wonder how he's doing in my home league. Anybody tell me how he's been doing since I wasn't able to pay close attention to the first half? Drop that in the chat for me, please. Let me see how Gus Edwards did. And of course, thank you very much to the guys on Prime for showing his stats down there at the bottom. 10 rushes for 42 yards. Has he caught anything? I don't think. Well, no, he wouldn't have scored the touchdown. So they only got 1 touchdown. We still have 5 viewers. This is insane. All I'm doing is watching football. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he does a lot better when he can scramble outside, little naked bootleg. I mean, he can scramble from anywhere, but those design naked bootlegs are always successful. Horrible fake, but hey, he got the ball out there. Look at that. Robinson doing pretty much what he did at Kansas City. Just randomly get the ball once in a while, move the sticks. Decent little play there. It's a horrible fake to Drake, though. Poor guy. This would be a lot more fun if I actually liked these teams. Where are we at? Going to be 2nd and 7 probably. You're going to get one more play off before the 4th quarter here. Yeah, Chad is dead. The draft was the fun part. Appreciate you still hanging around, though. What do you think of this game? What do you think of the Ravens game here? Are you watching the Ravens game? Do you think Tampa Bay can do something on offense here? Ooh, we got it. Tell you what, I like that Likely. He's a likely bull guy. I had a lot more stock in Dolchik, though, from UCLA, so I'm glad he's finally healthy and starting to come on. Yep, nope. May as well just make fun of me in person like you always do. We need to get my boy Nate on here to talk about some of his bets for tonight. Let me send him a message, see if he's still on. Or see if he's still up, I mean. He might come on here and talk about some of the bets that he's hit or missed. Gonna get gonna get the kickoff too. I wonder if he'll just wind the clock down to start the 4th after the kickoff. I guess it depends on if he kicks it out of the end zone. Let's see. That really was a sweet pass. I love all those guys that talked about how Lamar couldn't throw the ball accurately. They said that for years with him throwing the ball accurately. I don't get it. And he just keeps getting better and better every year on the quarterback end, with his arm. I'm going to try to invite Nate on to talk bets. See what Tom does with this one play to close out the 3rd quarter. A little bubble screen. It's about the only way you can accurately get it there for a 4-yard gain. All right, I'll send him the invite. We'll see. He's probably already in bed though. Well, I don't know. It's only 9:30 his time actually. Has Steve been in the chat? Yeah. My phone's not up and going. Russell Mavis. My name is Horace. Shame that movie wasn't picked. Oh, okay. I barely remember Horace, to be honest with you. What else? What else you got, Horace? What else would you have had in the draft that we didn't take? I know we talked about several of our honorable mentions at the end, or any of them that we took that you thought were terrible picks. I'm still mad at myself for not thinking of The Leprechaun. That was an amazing movie. Monster Squad. Okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Yep. Classic. Now that I'm thinking about it, there was also Little Monsters. I didn't put that one on the list. That would have been a good one. Huh? Christine. The car? Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. That was one of Uncle Steve's favorites. Yeah. Jeepers Creepers was great. I can't even sing that. I'm not allowed to sing that song because it freaks my wife out. Yeah, I'm shocked Little Monsters, Monster Squad wasn't taken, but yeah, Little Monsters should have been on there. All right, here we go. We got the fourth quarter starting back up. We got the first down. Needed 6. Got about 6.5. Chris Godwin. Yeah, kind of led with his head there. Huh. Yep. Queen may be out for a little bit. If they say that might be concussion related, he's obviously out. And had he hit Tom Brady like that, he would have been suspended for 3 weeks. You guys can't tell I hate Tom Brady, can you? Second and 10. It's a bomb. Damn. Nice catch. Nice pass. I liked them better when they were yelling at each other on the sidelines in the first half. That was the worst part about Tom Brady going to Tampa, was that I was no longer able to root for some of the individual players I like there. Naturally, you can't root for Mike Evans if he's on the Tom Brady team. Yeah, I like Little Shop of Horrors. Ooh. Kyle Rudolph.
I don't think I've ever seen this guy. What about Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Yeah, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I've seen that. And Invasions of Mars or something like that. Mars Attacks. That's it. Tremors was a great one. I'm surprised Tremors wasn't taken. Yep. The Graboids from Tremors. It's a Frankenstein reference as well. Graboids was the team that won the Frankenstein title last year.
The Village of the Damned looks scary on this picture. But I don't know.
Village of the Damned. I'm going to pull up Frankenstein here. Doesn't look like there's enough points being scored that anybody really would have stood out much. Well, Tommy Boy's going to give himself an aneurysm. I don't think he likes the pressure of playing when he's down. That's what it would have looked like most of your career if you didn't have the offensive line you had. There you go, run. He's going to jump up and beg for a flag. I figured he was going to get up and beg for a flag. Annabelle.
I would say, what about that one?
Annabelle wasn't taken.
Black
Phone was a great movie, yeah. The Black Phone is a new one for those of you that haven't seen it yet, but it's a thriller, but it's good. So it's good.
The Grudge.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, People Under the Stairs. That was a good one. We could have actually probably done a draft just of Stephen King movies. Yeah, Lamar only has 35.35 in the Frankenstein League, so definitely not what I was hoping for when I stole him. Need a good fourth quarter here from him. I'm projected to beat the Nun, but he hasn't set his lineup yet. By the way, my team name is Phantom of the Iron or Gridiron in the Frankenstein. So you got Phantom of the Opera wasn't taken, the Nun wasn't taken. That's the guy I'm facing in Frankenstein. We got Mike Myers and the Toxic Avengers. So Halloween was taken. Toxic Avengers not so much, but we got El Kachui. I can never pronounce it. It's Rich's team. Cucuy. Hannibal Lecter. So Silence of the Lambs was taken. The scariest of them all, Karen. But that could be most movies. We got Krampus. We could have taken. That's Ben from Down Under. The Thing was taken. Vlad the Impaler. Yeah, none of these scores are really jumping out at me, though. I guess this one might be two players, though. Yeah, Gus Edwards has 10.05 in Frankenstein. Mike Evans, 20.2, might be the only real value right now. Chupacabra. He's got Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews. So that stack's not doing great for him, but not doing horrible. He just needs a touchdown pass to Andrews here in the fourth quarter, and I'd be okay with that. But he's facing Slenderman. Slenderman would have been a good one. That was a scary one. I don't know. I'm going to go back and recap the draft, though. So Dustin had Halloween, Dr. Sleep, Hellraiser, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, The Conjuring, The Omen, Cujo, Pet Sematary, Hocus Pocus, and It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. think that's a great all-around team. He's got a little bit of several different angles and genres here. George's team got better with every forced trade that he had to make because he started off really bad, but he got pretty good by the end. But you can ask me; it's not a big deal. Oh, I am, but I'm just talking to myself. But it is a podcast. See, George took The Exorcist, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so he started out, and Amityville Horror, which he didn't take, but like I said, he got better with it. Insidious was on my list. Yep. Yep, that was a great one. George also has Evil Dead, Poltergeist, Carrie, The Blair Witch Project, Silence of the Lambs, American Werewolf in London, and The Bride of Frankenstein. So, like I said, starts off really well. Kind of gets weaker as he goes, but overall, not a bad team. You get a B minus. I think I'm giving a B plus to Dustin. Joe has The Ring, The Shining. So very powerful movies. The Nightmare Before Christmas is going to be a vote getter. That's a good movie. The Human Centipede, freaky movie. Very weird, freaky movie. I'm not blaming you on that one, Joe. You got stuck with that one in a trade. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, one of my favorites. Phantasm, just I did not like that movie at all. Sorry, Joe. You made up for it with Creep Show, though. Underrated movie, great movie, classic. I could watch it every year. Rosemary's Baby, very creepy movie. One of the movies on our short list that we're going to be watching soon again. The Thing, classic. And then Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. You went a little obscure with that last pick. I don't know that I recall that one. But that's you. You like to take the obscure picks. I think I'm gonna give you a C plus, Joe, because that top is pretty vote getter heavy. So even though I don't like the Phantasm and I've never really heard of the Dark Knight of Scarecrow, that's the only reason it really brings you down. Let's see. We'll do Jason's next. He's got so Jason really picked popular just general movies that you could watch any time of the year, really, but they also fall in line with the theme here. So I think he's going to do well in the polls. I think Jason will definitely do well in the polls. Let's see. He got Ghostbusters, Scream 2. He was the only one that went with a sequel over an original, unless there was an original The Thing, which I think there was actually. So, but yeah, Scream 2, Beetlejuice. So again, up to this point, like it's like even Child's Play, really. These are movies that you can watch anytime. It doesn't have to be, Halloween week or whatever. We do month, but to each their own. Zombieland, nice little comedy there. Young Frankenstein, The Addams Family, Sixth Sense. Again, not really a horror film, but still suspenseful. Edward Scissorhands, and Blade. So decent, well-rounded team. Actually, for votes, I like this one a lot. I think this is an A- team. And then, of course, we're going to go over the A+ team that is going to win this draft, hands down. There's really no beating this team, and that's my team. My team is obviously the best team. What?
So I just looked up the scariest movies according to science.
The scariest movies according to science. Okay,
Yeah.
Here we go. We're getting all nerdy with it now.
Number 1, I don't think I watched this one. It's called Host.
Big Rome. You said trash. Trash for who? Which team was trash? Big Rome.
Host. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I don't know that I recall Host. That was number 1?
Yes. Number 2, Sinister, which was the one on my list that I see you guys just on.
I didn't think it was a very good movie.
Number 3, Insidious.
Yep, great movie.
Number 4, The Conjuring.
Yep.
Number 5, Hereditary. Number 6, Terrified. I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Number 7, It Follows. Number 8, Dash Cam. Number 9 is A Quiet Place Part 2.
It was better than Part 1.
Number 10, Paranormal Activity. Number 11, The Conjuring 2. Number 12, The Babadook. 13, The Descent. Forgot about The Descent.
Yeah, it was on my list.
14 is Hush. 15, The Autopsy of Jane Doe. 16, A Quiet Place. 17 is The Ring. Then A Nightmare on Elm Street. Halloween. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
How long is this list?
30 items.
Okay.
This one is just, it looks like recording. This says just rec. And then It from 2017. The Exorcist. 28 Days Later. Oculus. That was a good one.
Oculus was good, but that was a recent one.
Yeah. The Grudge.
Yeah.
Alien. Poltergeist. The Blair Witch Project. And Black Phone.
So Black Phone did make the list.
It did make the list.
Yeah, it's a great movie. And they have a lot of newer movies on that list as well. Yep. All right, now I'm going to go over the winning team here. This is my team. It's the team I drafted. With the first pick, I took Friday the 13th, because how could you not? The only movie that would be better than that for this particular draft would have been Halloween, but I did not have the first pick, and it was taken first, so what can you do? So then second round, Nightmare on Elm Street was still there. That was a steal for the second round. It also is a first round draft pick caliber, and it was there in the third round. Saw is more of a personal favorite. I know that it's not super popular like most of my other picks, but still pretty popular, and a lot of people still like it. And I've got the entire stack. I got the whole series on DVD, but love Saw, so I had to take it just to make sure nobody else got it, to keep it from me. As you can see by the logo up in the corner, I'm a Saw fan. Round 5, I took Psycho. I was kind of surprised to see Psycho was still there. 6 was Gremlins. And again, that was just a childhood favorite. That was one I couldn't let go to some other team. Nobody else would be worthy of that pick. The Lost Boys was because, for one, mostly because I know it's real popular with our demographic. But also I enjoyed the movie. I like going back and watch it now to see young Kiefer Sutherland back before he was a good actor. I don't know how he ever got discovered, but I'm glad he did, because he ended up being a really good actor later on. Let's see, Ernest Scared Stupid. At the time that I took that pick, I thought it was going to be listed as my last round pick, so I thought it would look better and make more sense. But now it looks like I took it before two incredible movies. But that's all right. I still got them on my team. Night of the Living Dead and Jaws to round it out. Jaws should not have been available in the 10th round. I'm sorry. I don't know what these guys were doing when they were drafting. Craziness. But what can you do? I'll take the easy win. I need it because Jason's ahead of me in the average finish. So I need to take the title. I won the last draft, our favorite lunches and sandwich lunches. So we start drafting food, boys. Look out. Well, I don't know. I can't say that. We got a lot of foodies in this group. All right, this is where I like Lamar. Let him roll out there and see what he's got. Get those fantasy points.
Just so you know, the scientific way they measured this was they did average resting heart rate while watching the movie. Or wait, no, their baseline. And then average movie heart rate. And then the highest spike.
All right. So that means we have to watch it then.
Yeah. Ghost was number 1.
And that explains why both of the Quiet Places are on there, because they were both intense. Yeah. Another reverse to Duvernay, and he gets in. All right. It's a 2-score lead now, boys. 10. Oh, that guy's contacts are bad. I don't like that. Not a whole lot of people out there for fantasy that have Duvernay, though, so kind of wish it was one of those little touch forward passes and get me some Lamar points. All right, up by 11, 7 minutes to go. Well, Tommy doesn't have the team around him that he used to have, so let's see what he can do with a average everyday NFL team. I hope that this right here, Big Rome, wasn't about the little monsters comment or the monster squad comment, because it's pretty solid right there. Hoping it was when I was announcing George's team. All right, let's check out my home league. I got a pretty wild home league, y'all. Competitive. Can't say that about their home leagues, but even do a random competition every year to determine our draft order, so that's good fun. I'm even kicking my own self out of the stream. You know, Kirk Herbstreit's actually been doing a pretty good job this year. I mean, I've always known he was great for the college game, but it's good to see him do well in the NFL ranks too. Maybe seeing the changing of the guards for Al Michaels here. So neither myself or my buddy Justin have anybody going tonight in my home league. My divisional foes are both off to a good start. That's great. Mike Evans for Alex, 10.95. Steve has, Uncle Steve has Lamar, 25.62. Kind of thought we'd see more out of Rashid White this year. I was expecting to see more anyway. Oof. Just a little off. Still hit his hands. Receiver should have caught that one. Oh, yeah, it's Julio Jones. Yeah, I think he held up on his route when he should have kept going. Third and 2. Draw play up the middle. It's White again with the first down. They're around midfield now. Eating up that clock. Let's keep it going. Keep that clock going. Let's put them away. Going for it. Oh, come on. He was looking at the ball. Come on. It's cheap. I should probably wait for the slow motion instant replay before I get too out of control. Let's see. Looks like it's Stevens, number 21. Yeah, he grabbed his face mask at the very least, so okay. All right, we'll give you that. He hit him early. He did turn to look at the ball in live action. I thought it looked good, but they got it right, Harbaugh. No need to get antsy like I did. Godwin with the first down. Keep them in bounds, guys. Keep them in bounds. Oh, tipped it. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Man, that would have been good. A little shaking up. It's all right. You got this. Let's see if Sam started the Ravens defense. No. They're sitting at 14 in this league, which is pretty good. But we're also a higher scoring defensive league, so it's probably about right. I hurt my arm. His hand was around my arm. No, I know he was actually calling for a holding, but I'll still make fun of him. So who are the other two followers that are watching right now? I know my wife is one of the three. Who are the other two? Type something in there. I want to see who you guys are. You guys have been holding on strong this whole time, helping us out. I'd like to give you some props. Oh, Tom Brady touchdown. K. Dotton. I think that helps me in a couple of. Oh yeah, it's all right. Oh, take that back. Yeah, I got K. Dotton in a couple of leagues that you're streaming. Got your bye weeks, but that's all right. I'd still rather it be holding. It's called back, and that's what they called right there at the end. He was pretty good up until that point. So, but that was a good call. He was trying to pull away. Now they got you, big guy. 3rd and goal from the 16th. Got a bunch of it back there. I swear, when Julio tries to get up from the ground after a hit, he looks like my 15-year-old dog trying to get up. That poor old guy. Man, Brady doesn't know what to do right now. He's getting flags against him. Tell you what you can do. You can retire. Game has passed you up, old man. So we're at an 8-point game, so it's a 1-possession lead. Devin Duvernay with 20.8 in the Frankenstein League. Yeah, I have a whole list of movies that weren't taken, too, on the draft. Those real quick. Most of them we've at least talked about at some point afterward, but I had the Predator on there. I like the Predator. Anytime you get a scary-looking guy that can make himself invisible and has a beam of light that blows crap up, and he's got crazy, awesome dreads. That's that 14-year-old dog I was talking about earlier. Monster House, kids movie. That would have been a good one. That was on my list. Death Becomes Her. Remember that one. Goosebumps, the Twilight Zone movie. That one on the list mostly because I expressed that had to be a movie, and then I thought maybe a lot of people would think, Twilight Zone wouldn't be up there because it's a TV show, and then I could steal it by saying the movie. Ouija board, the Ouija. But I would have said the Origin of Evil. That one was probably the best one that I can recall. Candyman. I don't know if they mentioned it when we were talking. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Creature from the Black Lagoon. None of those classics were taken. Like, classic. And Duvernay's having himself a game. He's on the return game now. Got it up to the 40-yard line. Look at you. The Birds. Ooh, that's a good one. Misery. Oh, James Caan was great in that movie. I heard he's a jerk, but he played that role really well. And of course, Kathy Bates in her best feature ever, Pride of Chucky, Don't Breathe, Tucker and Dale versus Evil. That was a total Jason pick right there. I'm kind of surprised he didn't take it. Look at this big run. There you go, stay in bounds. Nice work, Drake. Keeps that clock running, keeps the sticks going. Let's see, we got Alien, I mentioned during the show, Bone Tomahawk. So Bone Tomahawk is a newer movie. It's a Kurt Russell movie. And it's a suspenseful Western. It's like a horror Western movie. Really good if you haven't seen it yet. I didn't take it because I knew a lot of people hadn't really seen it. It's a newer one. It's not a vote getter, but it is a great movie. It's Bone Tomahawk. Mentioned April Fool's Day, but nobody else really talked about it, so I don't think many people remember it. But that was one of the first scary movies where it had a twist at the end, and you're thinking, "Oh man, I didn't see it coming," but you really should have saw it coming the whole time. It's called April Fool's Day. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Put that one on there, even though it really wasn't that great of a movie. The Haunted Mansion, so another kind of kids one there. The Vanishing. Sweeney Todd. Put Sweeney Todd on there because, what's his name? Yeah, Johnny Depp did such a great job with that role. And then he ended up making all of his roles exactly Edward Scissorhands, just like that one. But it's always a great time to see him act, even though it's the same character with different names. It's like watching a Keanu Reeves movie. Sleepy Hollow. Surprised nobody took Sleepy Hollow. Hotel Transylvania, so another animated one. So One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I thought that one might get a little bit of conversation going because it's kind of like, it's not even really like Silence of the Lambs. That's what I was going to compare it to, and that it's not really a scary movie, but it's not even near as scary as that. It's just it's still suspenseful. Probably more of a drama than anything, but I saw it on a couple of lists, and it is a great movie, so I thought about it. The Nun. Dead Zone. I like the series a lot better than the movie, but the Dead Zone was a good one. I think Lori brought up Silent Hill earlier. The Mist. Haunted Hill. 13 Ghosts. Saw that one recently for the first time. It was pretty good. A little different, a little weird. American Psycho. I don't think that was really a scary movie. Seven was wild. 1922 is another one of those recent movies, but it's based on a Stephen King book, and it was a really good movie. 1408 is the one about, it's a John Cusack movie where it goes into that hotel, and it's room 1408. It's supposed to be a haunted room, and he writes haunted stories. So he goes into that room and stays in there, and he's like, "Yeah, well, you're insane. There's no such thing as ghosts," that sort of thing. But another one, I totally forgot to put it on my list, and I talked to Coach about it this morning when we were chatting this morning. He had mentioned that he wasn't going to be able to make it on the show, and he gave me his list of his top 3 signs. And I was like, "Oh man, how could I forget Signs? I need to put that on the list." And then I forgot to put it on the list. Definitely should have done that. Signs would have been on there. We don't have a whole lot of Mel Gibson represented in this horror film draft, but he would have made it in there with Signs. Children of the Corn was my 5th rated movie, and it wasn't taken at all. And then Predator was my next highest rated at 21. That wasn't taken. Just like all the Funday draft shows, though, like that draft never goes exactly how you kind of anticipate that it will. So the Ravens got a field goal out of that last drive. Had a great drive going, huge chunks of yards. Unfortunately, they didn't use up a whole lot of the clock, about 2.5 minutes. So Tom Brady has 2 minutes and 12 seconds left with an 11-point deficit coming from his own 25. A little screen pass to the not screen pass, a little flare out to Fournette, and he breaks it. First down. And he stayed in bounds. Great job. Good job, Vet. Stay in bounds, run that clock all the way down to 2-minute warning. And we get our commercial break in. I saw a tweet the other day that said something about if Byron Leftwich were still an active player, he'd be benched. I still wish he'd get a shot at a head job. So a deep ball to Jones. They called it a catch, but there's a flag. Roughing the passer, of course. Let's see it. I think that ball hit the ground. Doesn't really matter with the penalty anyway, but would take away a big chunk of the yards. I think it might have hit the ground, but I don't think that the ball shifts enough to say that that's the reason he caught the ball. So I think it has to be clear and evident. So I don't know that they. Yeah, I don't see the ball moving when he hits the ground there. I don't know that they can overturn it. They'll probably still call it a catch. And then they tack on the 15 yards at the end. I don't think the ball moves, though, Al. Like, I mean, I respect you, so you're probably right, but I just don't think that ball shifts. charger again. One last time. All right. Well, they reversed it. Kind of surprised there. Yeah, they still get the first down from the penalty. Which, I mean, by rule, I see why they called it. Technically, it was a penalty, but it's just shady. I don't like the way they treat the quarterbacks now. Penalties, 6 for 100 yards for Baltimore, 4 for, I think it was like 47 or something like that for the Bucks. But you expect that going into a Tom Brady game. You got to kind of plan for it. Crossing pattern here, and this young buck knows to get out of bounds. Miller on the crossing route. Probably a 4-yard gain. Stop the clock, though. About a minute 50 left, minute 49 left. And Brady goes down. 45-yard line. Burn that second timeout. At this point, they even just got to get it back into field goal range to make it one score again. And now they're back in field goal range. K. Dotton with another catch. This time it counts. No penalty. They're up to the 29-yard line, so that would be a 46-yard field goal from here. But Fournette got another first down. Now they're down inside the red zone. Another dump off pass that got them a first down. And for some reason, instead of hustling down, they just burnt their third timeout. But I guess it makes sense. Try to go for the touchdown here. And you're going to throw deeper passes because you don't want to work the clock much. Hopefully give yourself a little bit of time on the kickoff. This makes more sense than the last timeout did. Our defense is not just lining up on the sidelines and at the end zone. Let them do whatever they want in the middle, and then you crash them. I'll never understand this. There you go. You see, who cares if he gets the first down at this point? You're running the clock. That's all that matters. Second and goal. Nice defense. Yeah, it was great defense by Hamilton. Cadet Early. How's it going, buddy? Yeah, dude, we had a scary movie draft earlier, so that's what the first hour and a half was. So this last hour and a half is just me watching football, pretty much. So I appreciate you tuning in. How are you doing, buddy? You've been doing all right? Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I am an academic counselor now for Options Charter Schools. So I still get to work with some HICA kids, but not while they're at HICA. If I remember right, you were from fairly close to our area, right? Because I saw you at one of our day zeros helping out. Oh wait, no. Yeah, okay, no, Early. Yes, I remember. I remember you, Cadet Early. Trying to think of a story, but um, yeah. How's your injury? You were hurt during HICA. Your leg. You had that limp for almost the entire time you were there. How's it? Is that feeling better? I hope that's getting better, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. Where are you at school now? Actually, you know what? We have a. This is like an internet thing. You probably shouldn't answer that. We don't want to give a whole bunch of your personal information out. How are you doing in school? How about that? You're doing well in school. Nice. You should. If you have Twitter, you can send me a DM at JustinFF _, and we'll chat a little bit. I'm curious to see like where you're at, like where you're working, what you're doing, but I don't want you to put that stuff out here. Some crazy people that watch horror film drafts. You can go back to the very beginning. You can see me in my full costume. I had the hair and everything. It just got hot. So they got the field goal. All comes down to this onside kick. Odds are not normally in favor of the kicking team, but since all the new rules a few years ago, it's very difficult to get an onside kick. So, do you like Stranger Things? Early? That should be the ball game. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Stranger Things. That's what this costume is about. This was my Halloween costume. I was Argyle from Stranger Things. Pizza delivery dude. Serve for boy pizza. All right, that's the kneel down, and that's the end of the ball game. Early, it was great to catch up with you, buddy. I hope you keep doing well. I'm going to get off here and see if I can talk the wife into one more scary movie before we go to bed. But whoever that third person is that hung out and got us these watch hours, I greatly appreciate it. Trust me, the content is not normally this boring. It's more like the first half most of the time. So go back if you did not see the draft at the beginning. Go back and watch it. It was a lot more entertaining than me watching football. I'm normally only going to do these live watches of football when it's the Colts games because trust me, it's a lot more entertaining to watch me watch a Colts game. But otherwise, appreciate you tuning in. Patreon.com/ToiletsToTitles and ToiletsToTitles.com.